got it.
Right. How do you really know for sure? How do you really know for sure?
How do you know for sure? How do you ever really know?
Who knows?
One of us.
Are you one of us?
They not like us, though.
Really know?
What's up, everybody? I don't see nothing going on over there, but I'm thinking there I'm starting to see some action.
Let's go.
It was a little slow there coming in. I don't know what's going on. Gary's there quick with the quickness, so we must be out there. There's Gary.
What's up, Gary?
So, yep, we're there. All right, we're there. So we know. It's always weird because it's, I don't know, it doesn't show. It's not showing nothing right now. Anyway, for you kiddies out there, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the Outhouse podcast, its affiliates, the guests, or not even us or me at this point. It's just entertainment, children.
Yeah.
It's just entertainment. Now it looks like a black spot, a blacker spot on the table.
It never goes far. It never goes far.
I've had it a couple times, but it's getting wore out. I'm gonna have to do another one.
Make an paper airplane with it on it, then.
Right.
Set that bitch on fire next time.
He said,
"Ow" in there before I forget.
They not like us. Say Drake. Yo, we went by Drake's house, like one of his party houses, and I was recording. Crappy recording, but when we went by, I went, say Drake.
I'm dead.
Just cause, you know?
Did you post it?
Yeah, but it's a crappy video. I mean, you can't even tell, like, it's a house. It's a bad video.
I was gonna say, did you tag him?
Yeah.
I would've.
I'm gonna leave that dude alone, man.
Right then.
Yeah.
For real.
That's
Honestly,
what I was thinking, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I started to feel bad for him. And then I remembered the PDF file.
Hey, for real, man, he might fuck around and spaz out on somebody.
Oh,
He can only,
I just heard an
a
F-bomb.
man can only take so much.
No.
That's a quarter.
Oh.
Yeah.
You brought up
Almost
the
let
tip
it slip
jar,
by.
and then you.
Yeah, I bought up
then
the
you
tip
did
jar,
it.
and I'm the first one to drop the F-bomb.
The F-bomb. Okay, so the F-bomb's a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I always forget to tell people that, like, you come into the show. I'm like, dang, I gotta put that on so I can read the chat. Who do we have tonight? Hey, Seth. Gary says we have Ryan Stull. Is that how you say that? Stull?
Yeah, or
Ryan
King V.
Stull.
King V.
King V.
Yes, sir.
Here, let me see that. I'll help you out with that.
It's King V to those
Stuff in
asking,
the old ass.
and those that need to know is Ryan.
If you guys want $1, just donate $2, and we'll send you $1.
You can actually donate on our www.mediafarm330.com deal. Go down there and donate you some money.
Read all about the artist.
Mayhem Warehouse, what is up? He said, what's up, dudes?
Hey,
What's going on?
Mayhem Warehouse.
Another day in the hood, where there's no honor amongst thieves.
And we're sad to say, we might as well get that out of the way, that Automotive will not be sitting in the show as a co-host. He'll probably sit in once in a while, but he has things he has to do on Wednesday nights and whatnot. So,
Shout out to Otto, man.
best of luck to him. It ain't like he's disappearing or nothing. He just don't got time to mess with the podcast. He'll probably come in once in a while, like I said. And, I mean, he's still behind the scenes and all that good stuff.
He's a busy man.
Out on that grind.
Very busy.
Very busy.
See here.
Shout out, Otto.
Daddy needs some new shoes.
And a new watch.
Or like the late great James Brown would say, if you don't work, you don't eat. Just saying.
I like that guitar riff in the background right
Yeah,
now.
it's fire.
Well, I said to him right before the beginning of the show, I said, ow, I said, you know, all that soloing's cool. I said, but these people's ears are getting tired on that. I said, they want to hear some songs. I said, you either play some songs, you know, learn some songs that people know, or I said, start writing some. So he's in there
Dude, it sounds good. I don't know if you can hear
Show
me.
us to him there, Will, a little bit.
Let's see
These
it.
guys, they don't know what's going on.
Al's killing it right
let's
now.
go.
Oh, I forgot to get the ding whenever I
Let's go.
get him on there. I got a remote.
Yeah.
Yo, that's lit.
He's one of the best guitarists.
You know what's crazy?
I've actually
I didn't
heard.
even realize that this was live happening. Like,
Yeah,
he's actually
it's
playing
live.
right now. Like, I
Yeah.
thought this was a fucking.
Boom!
I got him.
Take American
Start
Express.
taking a tally.
Man. I gotta be careful or I'm gonna have to borrow
Me too.
quarters.
Me too.
Dude.
Dude, have you ever been here before?
No, it's his first
That was a
time.
setup.
Oh, okay.
That was a setup. They had the guy playing in the back. They didn't even know. They flipped him to me. And notice how the flip is an F word,
Oh yeah.
and then it
is kind
tripped
of
me
a-
out. So,
Mind games.
I'm saying,
Jedi mind tricks.
Dude, behind here is actually the whole stage and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we'll
yeah,
show you that
yeah.
when we get done.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
It's
literally.
actually a drum set behind there.
But man,
Lights and all that.
Wow.
Sneak peek for the chat.
inquiring minds want to know,
insane.
King Vino, man. I'm trying
See,
to.
we just broke the third wall down, you guys. For those
trying to
people
hear
that
about
ain't never
this.
seen.
I'm trying to hear about this King V and Ice
It's the
Spice
Matrix.
thing, man.
Ice Spice.
Yeah,
What?
you see the
What?
shirt?
It's the
Yeah.
Matrix.
It's Mr. Rap Superstar over here.
Uh-oh.
No.
Dude, I didn't even notice that's fire. I like that.
I didn't either. I was.
Yeah,
What
bro.
does it say?
King V and Ice Spice in his mood.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So we got a track at we're pitching right now, and it's a negotiation. Hopefully, communicate with my team. We waiting to hear back whether we're getting the sample cleared or not, and I would like to go further than just a sample. So,
Yeah.
but the problem with this is it's hard to get a hold of people, so we're waiting. But
Mayhem. This is the kid right here that went to America's Got Talent.
yes,
Oh yeah.
And Otto says, "What's up? We were just talking about you, sir."
What up, Otto?
He says, "Don't forget to select all messages." And you know what? I did. Again.
Thanks,
Stupid
Otto.
thing. He always has to remind me. See, I told you he was in the back there somewhere. He's still running things. We were just telling him how you didn't, you got things to do on Wednesday nights, so you're not going to be around other than once in a while and behind the scenes and doing other things, but you're still going to be around. But you got prior obligations on Wednesday nights.
You're a busy man. I didn't see any celebrities out there in LA, actually.
you probably did.
I
You
mean,
just don't realize it.
we saw one person driving out of Johnny Depp's gates. It was like a musician of some sort. And then we saw a bunch of cameras out in this one area, and they're like, "Oh, there's definitely a celebrity."
Where all
there."
did you go to eat?
We didn't we didn't need two extravagant places. I didn't go there, man. I didn't go to the. What is that?
Yamashiro.
Yamashiro. Yeah, we didn't go.
You should have just made that. You know, it's okay.
I wanted to make it a priority. Blame my sister.
We'll
Sup,
go.
Susie and
We'll
Zach?
go.
All right, bet.
We'll go. That's how you make sure. We'll go.
There's this ramen place in LA that has been. I was
Like
recommended
ramen
by.
noodles place?
I don't know what is
What-
it
what-
exactly.
So you went to Jinya Ramen?
No. The
Dentai Fun?
the one we were just talking about.
Oh,
Yamashiro.
Yamashiro. So Yamashiro is actually not a ramen place. It's a Japanese steakhouse. It's actually a Japanese mansion that's up in the hills of Hollywood.
Oh really?
And yeah, so it actually used to belong to a Japanese family, and now the community owns it, and it's a restaurant.
Sweet.
Oh, that's fine.
And there's
See
a
how the
windy-
community does community?
Right, man.
Yeah, and
There's
all
certain communities around here that need to just gather up and start doing some things
Amen
together.
To that. Yeah, amen to that.
Ohio.
Instead of shooting mom,
Yeah.
robbing mom.
We
You
don't have
could
that.
shoot him with a camera.
Yeah, we don't have enough time or apparatus for that conversation, man.
Yeah, right. We'll just
Start
leave-
Johnny
Man,
Blues.
hey, listen, I was sitting out here. Wasn't yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday because I went up to Walmart to get toilet paper and got everything but toilet paper. But I heard the boys flying up 30th Street. I was like, dang, they going after somebody because dude was getting it. And then I'm like, I get in my van, start up. I go to pull out my driveway. Zoom, dude flies up. Zoom, zoom. 3 of them flying up my road. I'm like, what the hell? And a couple more up 30th Street. So I'm like, zoom, and I followed them up. They was up there behind Walmart. They had this house. I think somebody was running from them and then went and jumped out or whatever. But they had like this shed surrounded in somebody's backyard. Boy, I was like, dude.
Watching and shit, filming.
Somebody was getting bit by the dog or beat by a stick. I promise you.
They're not playing.
Hey.
They're not playing, man. I don't think this is gonna be a good criminal.
See,
good
man,
summer to be a criminal.
All I got to tell you. Oh, I done got loud. Hold on.
He got into it right there. It was feeling good for a minute there. I was like, hey, okay.
Yo, so check
that
it out.
distortion, you got loud.
I forgot he was playing again.
And because sometimes there's other people here like my son, and they'll be playing, you know, whatever, keyboards and bass and drums and everything back there.
And that's
But
the whole production.
what was I saying?
About
Oh,
the height, the Walmart.
If you know, with all that police stuff that goes on, the best thing you can do is shut your mouth and don't do no funny movement. Yes, sir, no, sir, and comply. Don't not comply and run and be a dick. Because regardless, you're getting pulled over, you're going to get a ticket, you're going to get shit, they're going to do all what they do.
Yeah,
so just keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing more than you have to. And if you got your warrants or whatever, then go to damn jail and just shut up. Because trust me, when I was a kid in bands and had long hair, I got yanked out of cars and called long-haired hippie and treated like not a human myself. So I know what it's like. It's no fun. But at the same time, I'm not getting shot or beat up neither. I'm yes, sir, no, sir, and all that.
Smile
Because
now.
I'm not about to argue with no cop. I'll argue in court with the judge.
Smile now.
Because you ain't
and fight
going to
it
win
later.
when you arguing with them cops, bro. Trust me.
Yeah,
don't
fight.
even do it.
Don't fight in the street. Fight in the court.
In the court, exactly. Fight it
Exactly.
later. Smile now, fight it later.
Yep.
Pen is mightier
And
than the
worth your
sword.
life.
You got to play it
Especially
by
in
their
court.
game to win.
Mayhem says, within reason. Well, yeah, I mean, don't let them stomp on your rights. Because there's certain things they ain't allowed to do. You don't have to answer nothing. I can tell you that. Or am I under arrest? Oh, I am? Okay, well, I ain't saying nothing. Oh, I'm not under arrest? Well, then give me my ticket and let me on my way. It's that simple. You ain't got to tell them where you're going, where you came from. I mean, sometimes you do, so you ain't being a dick, but in all reality, you don't have to answer nothing.
That's a fact.
And that's the laws.
Oh, and that's the thing too, man. While we on that subject, you know how many people don't read up on stuff?
Right?
That's
Have
just
no idea.
Insane.
Nope.
Because what they
Insane,
say, everything you say can and will be used
against you.
It will be.
And they,
Shut up.
and
Just
they'll
shut
definitely
up.
use it. Yeah.
Smile and say yes or no, sir.
It's just not worth your life.
The second
either.
you run, it's a felony charge, man. You don't want that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth your life.
Yeah, ultimately it's
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Like,
that.
that's the ultimate cost.
yeah.
Hey, man, everybody
Can't do
makes
nothing
mistakes.
if
If
you're
you
dead.
did something wrong, then just own up to it, man.
And even with like expungement, how many people is in the dark about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go
There's
get
so
your
many
record
people, man,
expunged.
you can get your record expunged. Yeah, you might have to go in front of several different judges, but
You have to
got
get
the
it
money
sealed
in
now.
mind, you can get it expunged. Even like, particularly in the Kent area, there's a lot of churches around in the summertime. Like that's what they help people do. Help people get their records expunged. Help people get their clean driver's license and everything. All that you just gotta, as I was saying in the military, man, you gotta stay alert, stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It costs nothing to pick up a book, man, and read it.
Got that right.
It's crazy, man. How
That's true.
Can I ask
people do
you,
not read.
what is in his mood? Is it a single or is it an album?
It's a single.
It's a single?
Yeah.
Okay, is it out?
So I have to talk to you more off this.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just wondering, like,
That's why I can't really
Man.
like. I was kind of putting it on the spot, but I wore this. I probably shouldn't have wore this, but I was in a pinch. And honestly, it's a good promo. It's fine.
Hey,
I can
it's
do
smart.
this. But like, I'll talk to you more off the.
dress for the job you want, not the job you have, and that's what you're doing.
Of
It's
course.
smart.
Of course. Of course.
He's got you got a great voice for like audio books and like probably dropping panties like Barry White. Yeah.
He can sing. Oh,
Listen,
man, I've seen him before. Meet the.
I can do the voiceovers.
Yeah, hell of an artist, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell of
He's
an
got a
artist.
great voice.
Good stage presence.
Got a damn good voice.
Damn good. May 24th, we gonna be live on the stage again, baby.
love
Do
it.
Optimus Prime.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah, I know. That's sorry.
Oh boy. Fucking hit him with the Mickey.
See, the one thing I don't have is a deep voice. So every speaker I get on, you have to enhance the bass on it, or I sound like this, like a
Yeah.
wimpy little kid. I'm like, yeah, baby. I could say the hardest
Yeah,
stuff
could
in the
give you some
world,
bass.
and it would sound soft.
He's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a little house hat. Of course, you
Yeah,
can bring
yeah.
it a little closer, you know,
Yeah.
like this way.
Check.
There you go.
Like in Bad
I
Boy.
didn't think you could.
Like
I didn't even
down.
think about that.
You gotta do like in
There
Bad
you
Boy,
go.
man. You remember
Right
Bad Boy?
here.
You mean like put some
Get
bass
in
in
it.
your
Oh,
voice,
yeah.
man.
put it there.
Them shits.
Right there.
Them shits.
Look, come here.
Will
Come
Zoom.
Come here.
Oh my
Come.
Man,
Oh
look.
my.
That chat's going wild right
sugar.
now.
Let's stop. there a
You
minute,
my
though.
sugar
Oh,
pie
there it goes.
honey bunch.
Hey, but King B, I got a question for you,
Bunches
man.
of what's up, bro?
What made you pick up the mic, man?
Good question.
Oh, so like initially, just in general, or
Yeah,
like
listen,
again?
generally speaking.
Okay. So I'll be honest, man. I was little, man, and I grew up in a very urban area, and you know, all the kids would just be spitting and having fun, and we'd be playing the tunes, you know, the hip hops, and my cousins. Obviously, I'm biracial, so on my dad's side of the family, you know, I would be over there, and I'd be subjected to a whole different world, and then I'd be over, you know, my mother's house,
Right.
subjected
Yeah.
to a much different world,
Yeah.
but both had music.
Yeah.
It's
But
like a
different
Van
styles of
Halen
music.
song.
Completely
Best
different,
of both
yeah.
worlds.
Yeah.
And eventually I don't know, I loved music. I kind of grew up in a struggling household too, in the sense that like it was just my mother really, and my dad was like in and out.
Shit.
You know, he was getting caught up in cases and all kind of shit like that, and unfortunately, like because of that, I needed a way to kind of vent and like deal with like emotion and that. So like I really turned to hip hop because
That's
hip hop
what's up, man.
really like
It's therapy.
tapped into that, you know.
Yeah.
That was your
And-
counseling session.
Yeah, and in school I'd like draw and like color and like make really good sketches and stuff.
Right.
But I would also write poems. And eventually I just kind of, I don't know, man, like I was probably like 13 and I was just hanging out with my boy on a phone call playing RuneScape. OG, you know?
That's what's
And
up,
he was hitting the guitar
Yeah.
and I just started freestyling and it was fun. We did that a lot, no matter if it was good or bad. And then like the people I would hang out with, like as I got into high school and stuff like that, yeah, it just really influenced me. You know, doing a lot of freestyling. A lot of my friends loved the freestyle, and I loved writing, and I was just inspired by 50 Cent, especially because of his storytelling.
Oh, 50?
Yeah.
And just like
He's a righteous dude too. Like,
yeah,
He's
man,
a
and the real
business-
yeah, man.
He's all over the place, man. Yeah.
and just the real stories that he was telling and how he felt, you know, about the world around him, and I related to that.
It's
and,
real stuff, you know.
and so I just really got into it, and I don't know. I never really took it serious until I was much older though. That was the thing. Like, I never really got serious with it. I dropped a mixtape when I was 16, and it was.
Oh shit, that's dope though, man.
That's more than I did.
It wasn't like an official drop though. It was on what was the what was that? What did we used to use back then?
When did you drop the
SoundCloud,
microphone?
Reverb Nation.
2016 or not 2016. I was 16, so that would have been like 2006.
Microphone drop.
Oh, I'm trying to think. There's so many.
I can't remember. I know I put it on YouTube
Mayhem
and stuff
says,
too.
"Let's hear Optimus."
MySpace. I had it on the MySpace for a minute. And it was funny because it was like a community thing, and there was this other artist, and his name was Sean McDermott, and he tried to diss me in a rap, and it was just trash, and I scorched him. And I remember he switched. Like, he don't even make hip hop no more. Dude just completely switched genres after that. Like,
Oh wow.
Damn.
and
You retired?
basically, yeah, basically early. Like,
Hurt
he
his
started.
feelings, boy.
It was a launch and then a retire. Like,
Wow.
All in the same one.
A whole
all in the
nother
same- all in
Eminem
the same
versus
thing.
MGK.
Hey, man,
you
I'm
know,
Switch up.
Deflated his balloon real quick.
but yeah, like, I never really took it serious.
Opinions vary on that one, man. 'Cause
Damn, he
this
didn't
me-
even hang around like one of them Chinese balloons. He was done.
Man, you ask me though, man. I
Quick.
think
Hey.
MGK held his own, man. If you really listen to what he said, man, he
He's
held
back
his
on
own.
rap, and he's still killing it. I
Nah,
love
MGK held
I
his
do.
own with Eminem, though, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look
I
though,
really
I'll
do.
tell you what really got me inspired to actually take it serious though. So I did a parody rap on YouTube,
Mhm.
and it was around the time that Cardi B dropped the song WAP,
Oh,
Okay.
and I made a parody to it, and I called it Waste of Potential. WAP, Waste of Potential.
Oh, that's nice.
So WOP instead of WAP.
Right.
Use the same beat, and I just went in on like a lot of the social issues and just the fact that like she was, subjectly using, sex to sell,
Yeah.
and just kind of pushing that narrative. And it was influencing young kids,
Absolutely.
young kids were hearing this song. And
That was the
I
purpose.
dropped that song and it got picked up. Like, it kind of got really popular out of nowhere. Candace Owens actually saw the song and
Oh,
shared it
shit.
on her Instagram.
Nice.
Now that's fire.
I was sitting on the couch, man, and I
Love
was
me
just
some
watching
Candace,
TV,
boy.
bro. Yo,
That's
I'm just
fire.
watching the TV, right? And my phone's on the nightstand. Next thing you know, this thing just, I'm like, I'm like, dang, what?
Like, what's going on,
So I
man?
get up, I'm grab my phone,
All
bro,
these likes.
just notifications after notification. I'm like, what is happening? I
Everybody's
opened it
getting a
up.
hold of
The
you.
first one I saw that popped up, it said Candace Owens mentioned you in her story, and I said, oh, no way.
You're like, not the real
So I
Candace
go to
Owens,
it,
right?
and it's her sharing my song. So now I got YouTube notifications going off. I got Instagram notifications going off. Bro,
Hell to the yeah, boy.
people started DMing me. It got crazy. Next thing you know, I get an email, and it's got an itinerary and stuff on it, like a fill out form for an itinerary.
Right.
And I'm like, what is this? So I researched who sent it to me, and it was Candace Owens' manager. Okay. So I confirmed this. So I fill out the itinerary. I send it back. They send me an actual itinerary. Now I got flight tickets and a hotel ticket. I'm like,
shit.
what is it? So I got flight tickets to DC, first class, and a hotel stay at the Trump. And so I fly out there. I do this whole like event. It's just it's like promoting Trump's campaign basically. And it was so unreal to me that all this was happening because of a joke that I threw up online. Just happened to be
That's how
perfect
it
timing,
goes,
bro.
too,
Like,
boy.
it's literally just perfect timing. It's all about timing. And I just put it out there, and it's just crazy. Like, if you go to that video on the YouTube, there's comments that literally say like, Candace Owens sent me. Candace Owens sent me. I'm here from Candace. Candace sent me to see this song. Like, it was just nuts. So that really told me right there, like, I got the potential, because I had hundreds of DMs, thousands of DMs argumentally, like saying, yo, you're dope. And I was like, I was a little upset because I wasn't in position to capitalize on it because it was a joke.
That sucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have an actual setup to really put music out. It sounded okay, but I was not in a
just
position.
messing around.
I was just joking, and
wasn't even taking.
but like it was a serious thing. Like the issues I was talking about were real, but it was a joke. I didn't mean for the song to get picked up.
Man, like that's how it usually work out when you're not thinking about it. You just moving and grinding, man. Then that's when your blessings come in.
I usually like to say this quote I heard one time. It's like, your worst stuff, somebody else is going to think is the best stuff. And just imagine what they're going to think about your good stuff.
Like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and honestly, that's why, like, I just dove in, man. I was like, you know what? And what's really cool is my boy, I've known this man for 15 years. And I literally, he called me, told me he wanted to start up a record label, wanted to bring me on board. Said he didn't want to invest too much money in like building the actual structure of it, like hiring a bunch of people, just because it's a risky business, right? And he's like, what we'll do is me and you will collaborate, producer and artist, and I'll mix your tracks and I'll put them up, and we'll just split everything right down the middle. And so he flies me out to LA. I'm in LA in his pant, and bro's just got a whole life that I can't even understand. Just
Welcome to LA.
For anybody that knows,
Speaking of which, how'd you like
his
that?
name is Eric Rudd. And
Eric what?
Eric Rudd. He Fast and Furious, you know the Fast and Furious movies, obviously.
Oh, okay, the Fast and the Furious franchise.
He had involvement in those movies in terms of on the executive producing side, like he does.
Oh, he had a lot of connections and stuff.
He does
then.
like film and TV.
Yeah,
that's his thing. But now he wants to like start dabbling in the music.
Yeah.
So he flies me out there, signs me to his like management label, and we start mixing tracks. Drop Red Button, Drop Head in the Clouds, Goofy, Miss You. But the problem that we started to run into was there was a disconnect because he also still does the film and TV. So trying to operate this and this with me was also difficult. So he couldn't be very consistent on the release schedule. So we agreed to just kind of like let me manage all of that stuff, and then him worry about like just putting it out and promoting it.
Yeah.
So that's what we got now, and I think is really about to shape up because obviously, like you've probably seen on Facebook, I created a group of people because, and I'm pretty much just trying to expand this group. So anybody that's a creative in general, like you're more than welcome to be a part of this. But basically what it is a coalition of people that just all have creative, artistic talents, whether that be in music actually or on the video side, the audio side.
Kind of what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Basically.
But it doesn't seem to be catching on too good.
And just promote each other and help each other and push each other forward and really put guidelines in for that.
Yeah,
so that way people actually help each other and really push forward. And tomorrow, now we're all doing a call with my boy out in LA because now I put the missing pieces together.
Right.
Right? Because before we didn't have people in these spots and he didn't want to like try to figure, so now we have people that are willing to just do this. Sweat equity, right? We're all putting in just our own blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
Right.
While we know someone that has capital that can make it happen if we just put the work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing now. And tomorrow night we'll really like spell what that looks like.
Well, I think
I'm excited for that. And
if that's your true goal, you've come to the right place, because that's exactly what we're doing here. We're trying to find people who have their own niche of what they do, and they're passionate about it, and they want to do it. Not like it's a job, and like these artists who don't actually show up to shows or do anything to help anybody else out. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
people who just
Yeah,
show up,
It's rough out there.
even if you do a half
never lie.
crap job,
Never
you know,
lie.
Yeah.
if you show up, that's the job.
And that's what we're looking like. There's no requirements to join us. It's just like really be just a genuine person that really wants to help everybody make it as well as yourself, you know, because I believe in if one makes it, we all make it.
Yeah,
Especially if we
acronym.
all have each other in our best interest, like
Yeah.
you can't fail. Look, it's a truck, right? It's got 18 wheels. All those wheels have to move in the
Yep,
same direction.
exactly.
Moving
If
in
you got
unison.
one that's slowing down, sticking, or going the opposite way, it's got to get fixed or replaced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Like-
the only.
Good analogy
Like in
there.
the spirit of the acronym team.
I keep changing tires
Together,
around
everybody-
this sucker.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like you catch flats left and right.
Oh, my God, boy.
You know?
team together. Everybody achieves more.
Did
That's
you
all
do you
it
have
is.
anybody for like the video producing side right now?
Not really, but
No?
like I don't care how many we could have 100 of them. You feel me?
Sep's a hella video.
Like I just want people
So
that
is
are
Tom.
in it, bro.
What's
You know what
up,
I'm saying?
user
Like,
unknown?
like,
with
let me
your
put it-
facts.
let me put it this way.
Facts.
Like I can hit you guys all with the same video call link tomorrow, and we can just figure
Yeah.
all this out.
If you
And
want to add us to it, I'd love to be a part of that, man.
I'm just saying, like, if you guys are interested in something like this, and we just all work together, like he's the plug, bro.
Because we're
Like,
supposed to collab on a song soon, anyways, and that
Yeah.
would be great.
And I'm
networking.
I'm in collab season right now.
Hey, let's go.
I got so many collabs right now, just ready to.
You said collab season.
You should
Bro,
come
what's
here.
crazy is I have so many songs that I can just start dropping. I'm like not even kidding you. I probably got 50 or more tracks just ready to go.
shit, you
Man,
Just
see,
in the
if
vault.
I had
You gotta
if
fill
I
the
had
catalog,
if I had a
man.
couple
Fill
more
the
people
catalog.
for crew, see how it normally works is you do the podcast on Wednesday, then come back Sunday and do a live show on the stage.
Yeah, we just do
But
that.
we don't have the people yet to do that because it requires a lighting guy, and then I would like to have a sound guy also, so I can just float through the whole thing in case
Well, I
a
got
problem
people in my
arises.
group that
I'm
could come
not
in.
stuck on a certain, because the very last show we did was with Hair Days, and it was a damn disaster, not because of them, but because of me. I was the only one here, and I wasn't monitoring the sound, and it was terrible. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but his voice was real low, and I wasn't there tweaking. I was trying to run the lights, and I had a camera. It was like, man, that was the other thing, camera guy, which my son sometimes is, but I don't know. He's not.
That's the toughest
consistent.
part about being a musician in general is trying to do everything yourself
Yeah,
Right.
it
until
is-
you
it's
find
hard,
people.
man.
And I thought, oh yeah, I'm
and-
gonna do this thing. Well, I can't do this thing without other people. It's impossible to run it how I want it to be. I can sit here with one camera, just like this one angle, and do this, but I got all these other cameras. Now we got Will doing the video production.
Shout out
on
Will.
That. Yep.
Yo,
So
let me just put it this way, man. Like it takes so much to be an artist, especially an independent artist, just for some loser online to hate on you, like just
Yeah.
because he's talentless. Like
unknown says F. Yeah, the collective.
The last one that I got that was pretending to be a six-figure earning artist was ridiculous. I mean, you don't
Talking
go
about
around
that-
hating on people like that with
You talking
that
about
amount of
Are you talking about
stats.
Bro,
that
you
one
don't got
jerk?
time.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You talking about that one jerk off when he
You
first
don't got
announced the
time to
whole
hate like that.
America's
Yeah.
Got Talent thing.
You don't got time, and you don't want your
Yeah.
name tarnished. Once you
Right,
put your
right.
name
Yeah,
out
you
there,
about to-
you know, like
Right.
whatever
I don't
you
know how
say.
anybody would ever do that anyway. Why wouldn't you want to work with everybody?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
the
Exactly.
more
What's the
people
worst
you
thing
work
that can
with,
happen?
the more you network, the more.
It's
Networking is your network.
That was crazy because back in the 80s, there was this crazy thing, Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads. So there was this guitar gods thing that went on.
Hey, that's one of my favorite
And
bands.
that created,
For real.
well, I love both of them, you know what I mean? And that created this weird tension between bands because, well, my guitar player's better than your guitar player, my dude's better than, and it was this, for years, it was this weird,
battle.
yeah, with all the local bands and all, and it was
I
probably
never
with
knew
the other
that.
bands
Hey,
too,
So that's why they wound up falling off.
But look, I will say
well,
this.
no, what fell off was Randy Rhoads got in a plane crash and died.
Oh wow.
That literally fell off. I'm sorry.
yeah,
No,
that'll
man.
end
Oh,
it.
it was
That'll
messed
end
up. They tried to barnstorm Ozzy's bus and hit it.
What?
Yeah. Ozzy was sleeping in the bus, and the production dude, Randy Rhoads, and the pilot, or actually, I think the production dude claimed that he had a pilot's license, and they took this plane and went up, and he circled around and was going to come down and buzz the tour bus, and
Just scare them.
Yeah, and hit it.
Nah.
Killed them both.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, man, Van Halen, man, I love, man.
Yep, Van Halen, of course, he just died of cancer.
Man,
The C word
all
last
that shit,
2 years
man,
ago.
Van Halen,
I grew up on some
Phil
Van Halen,
Collins,
boy.
stuff like that, man. That
Van
stuff
Halen
was
and Rush was my favorites, boy. Wasn't nobody better.
Or like Godsmack. I used to get
Godsmack is so hard in concert, dude.
Bro.
They are one of the
love
tightest
Godsmack.
bands, man.
Rage Against the
Godsmack,
Machine.
Me
bro.
too.
Another good band.
Them dudes are, if you ever get a chance to go see them, I highly suggest go do it. They are tough live. Although right now they don't have Shannon Larkin, which is the drummer, and he's a beast. They got some other dude. I don't know what's going on. There's something weird going on with them guys right now.
What I will say about that situation we were talking about before, though, competition is good if it's healthy competition. You can drive each other to be better and have fun. That is the point.
Too.
That is the whole point of music, actually, is to have fun. You were just talking about it when you were like, when I was growing up and I was with my cousin spitting, that's what we like to do. It was fun.
It's a good way to tell stories, express, have fun.
You just can't let it turn on. You can't turn on each other.
But at the same time, man, hip hop is a contact sport.
It really is, though.
I mean, it is. But that's all. It's supposed to be all in fun, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't.
That's how I started out. Have fun and it's a way to educate. It is.
Well, I mean, he's right.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna not actually do it.
pretty much. Yeah. It's just like, I'll kill you in the booth.
I'll get more vicious than
Right.
I mean, I walk up, I'll rip your ball sack up
It's
and shove it up your
these
butthole.
kids couldn't handle school. When I was in school, we used to have like a crack session, is what we call it.
The crack session.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. You
just
get
roast
tore
each
your
other?
ass-
Yeah.
Pretty much
You
roasting
get your ass
sessions.
tore
Yeah.
up, bro. Like, these kids couldn't handle the bullying and the shit we did and we didn't even consider it bullying. You know what I mean? We were just
They used
cracking
to
on
think,
each
man,
other.
we was fighting. That's how hard it was.
Sometimes. Better leave mama out.
Oh yeah.
Don't say nothing about mama, boy.
Bro, when I was in middle school, so check it.
Song.
I used to get into so many fights. I was a badass kid. I used to get, and it wasn't even I was bad actually. It was just more I was reactive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you stood your ground.
I was reactive, right? I let people get me out of my character, which is fine. But I remember I ended up going to a private school. First day, day one, bro. I'm sitting there, and a teacher leaves the class for a second. Little kid behind me named Darnell.
Oh shit, not Darnell.
Bro,
Sitting in the
it's
back,
always
minding
Darnell.
his own business.
We're cool now, but that's a story for another time. But so anyways, Darnell sitting behind me, starts talking shit, right? I'm ignoring him because I already know why I'm here, right? Like I know my mom about to belt me if I go home on day one. On day one, bro. On day one, and because my mom dated black men, and my father was black, my mother, by nature, was black.
Oh,
Of
man,
course.
yeah.
Guilty by association.
So if I go home, I'm getting belted on day one.
Getting that ass
Okay.
toe up.
So he's running his mouth. I'm like, I ain't letting it get to me. Then he brings in the sister, right? Brings in the sister. So to give you a story, my sister was just born. Like, I'm protective of my baby sister.
Oh, yeah.
And I flew up out that chair, man, jumped over his desk, pushed him back. I was on top of him. By the way, I also had broke my dominant hand during that time, so it was in a cast. And I grabbed him like this. That's all I had. I grabbed him like this, and just boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, teacher come in. I'm like, I already know. I already know.
Oh, we don't condone violence. This was in past behaviors.
This is past, yeah. Look,
We've
I'm not
grown out of
reactive
that
now.
behavior.
I like to be diplomatic.
But F
now.
around and find
Dude,
out.
But if,
But weapons build character, you ask
But
me.
the boxing gloves,
Absolutely.
come on.
I got in so many fights that I had to learn how to do it where I wouldn't get in trouble. And it was
you
because
either learn how to fight or shut your mouth.
well, I was
That's
absolutely,
how that works.
I was picked on by everybody because I was like one of the smaller kids all of my life. And the big guys
Me
would
too.
always try to pick fights with me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I could take you. Like, I ain't scared. I got in fight with multiple people before, and it's, you know, whether I win or lost, that's somebody's opinion. But in high school, I was smart
Gotta
about
take one to give one.
Amen.
Shit.
This big dude was always picking on me, and
Sometimes
he
you gotta
sat
give
like
2 or 3 though when you take that one though.
he sat like 2 seats away. This guy was
Oh, I
big.
see.
And he was
Yeah,
always
that's crazy.
trying to start a fight with me, trying to just agitate me, make himself look cool in front of the class or whatever. And I told the teacher, I was like, look, hey,
F around and find out.
if you don't move him, we're going to have problems.
Hey, we gon'
Yeah, I told the teacher, I was like, look,
Squabble
listen, you got to move him. He didn't move him. Well, one day we were on our way into class, and he shoved me. All heck broke loose. Yep.
Yeah, you
I
reached
started
your limit.
whooping on him. Next thing I know, I was pinned to the floor by the teacher. And he covered everything for me. He said, look, he told me that it was going to be a problem. This is actually my fault. And he was the wrestling coach, so he had strength, man. When he took me down, I was like, who is this? What's going on?
Squished him up into
It's
a little
God
ball.
himself.
Dude,
His
yeah.
ass was like
But I got off
he squeezed him
scot-free.
so tight his ass was pushing out air.
My dad was 6'3", 255 pounds, so I ain't really trying to get into fights at the school.
You know, that's
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
my
the law,
stepdad
too.
was a
If you
beast.
have somebody that's
I'm trying to
harassing
meet that
you,
He broke bowling pins on his bowling league, man.
Bruh.
I did not want to come home to that hand.
oh, man. On the law side, if you have somebody harassing you, make a write-up. Because if you tell the police ahead of time that there's a problem going to happen, they're going to be on your side versus their side, especially male and female. Because
Oh, yeah.
females always have the dominant hand in the
Always,
case. So you want to have the head
for sure.
approach. My buddy just went through this, just like, I think it was yesterday. And he had to make a write-up to the police about something that happened online. The dude said he was going to fly countries and come over and kill this guy.
Yeah.
So he had to put a bunch of stuff with the write-up and everything. Now
On the
if
live.
anything happens, they can get him. But they can't get him because he's in a whole different, country.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They said they'll pick him up
Oh, he
if
put
he
in
does
$1.
something.
Good.
Yo,
You're good. You got 2 more coming.
That just sound nutty, man. Like, that just sound nutty. You said this is going on the internet?
Yeah, with a 40,000 subscriber account. So it wasn't like a
Wait.
low time. It was a pretty big deal. And
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's some ballsy stuff to be threatening somebody online that rough, that tough, man. Then the whole world is watching, man. You don't.
dude, you want to hear a crazy story?
but people have no like.
I
There's
did
no
it once.
consequences. Like they have no accountability either. You know what I mean? Like
I
the
got
world is
stupid.
different now.
When I
Never
first
lied
got on
about that one,
Facebook,
boy.
I threatened my brother-in-law and shit. I was dogging him, though. It was terrible.
Facebook's good at moderating that stuff. They'll take you down for the stupid of stuff, but
Yeah.
that's like their security.
Oh,
Don't moderate no more, hardly.
I did it. I did it like this though. I was calling him a pig and was talking about going pig hunting and all this weird, crazy shit.
Yeah.
It was bad.
And then if that drama turns in person, then you no longer have that security from Facebook.
Right.
Good luck. Mark
Yeah, 'cause
Zuckerberg
you never
ain't
know.
there.
You got to remember, it's the information, time of era. You talking all that shit one day. Dude be knocking on your door talking about, what's up now, bro? What you
You
got to
just-
say? And you're like,
just
oh,
never know,
all
man.
these,
They gonna come.
what they,
Not the
what they
boy.
call them, keyboard cowboys and
Yeah,
shit.
not the boys gonna come see you.
They
Or
go-
that.
The police got cyber
Hip-hop police,
task
man.
force.
Right.
They got
But they
hip hop
sit back.
police.
I don't know why people do what they do and film themselves and say certain things on you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Hey man, hip hop police is real.
Oh yeah, that's been in
It's
existence
real.
since
They don't just talk
that
about
I know
it.
of
That's
since
real.
about 9.
Can you elaborate on that?
I was going to
Hip-hop,
say.
you talking about hip hop cops?
Yeah.
Hip hop
Hip-hop
police,
police.
yeah.
That's probably been around since what? About that I know
It's been
of
long.
91.
Yeah, at least.
90,
They're-
91.
It's basically
Probably
a
longer
special
than that
task
because
force,
I was
bro.
in school when it was around.
It-
Shit, I graduated in
Yeah,
90.
basically a special
Basically, a
task force.
special task force that monitors the music and links it to the activities
Gang
that
violence.
they're talking about.
Oh,
That probably goes now because there's that store over there, the little mini mart that's on 14th and Struble.
Oh yeah.
Or not 14th, but 15th and Struble.
Yeah, over there.
I've seen several like videos made by gang members in front of that, calling out the other dudes or whatever. What they call them guys? Like they're like the.
That way, that's
Gibbs Street Boys or
no,
something.
that's a unit. They call themselves the unit.
The unit.
Yeah.
Shows how much I know about
14th
gangs.
Street Boys. Yeah.
But no, you talking about that hip hop stuff, cop stuff. That's real, man. Like people don't understand, man. Like a lot of people don't know, but one of the first big time rappers where he got his lyrics used against him in court was the rapper Sibo. You can look it up when he made a cut called Deadly Game. I think that came out between 94 and 97. Like when the lyrics they used in court, where he said it's a deadly game of baseball. So
I wasn't
when they
understanding.
Try to pull you over, just shoot him in his face, y'all.
Yeah, I wasn't understanding the terminology, but it totally makes sense. Even today, they run through songs to find evidence for the case.
Right.
That's what that's what you're talking about, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Hip hop police.
Yeah.
It's deep though.
They probably got AI doing it now.
They would have had evidence on me for my song threatening to kill the dude who threatened to kill me if I hadn't said at the end of it, this ain't a threat, it's a warning. Don't fuck with doors you don't want stormed in, or something like that. It was a warning, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
but it's real.
and then if you would have done it,
if I would have done it, it would have been the evidence
That's
right
it.
there.
Admissible,
Yeah.
admissible evidence in court.
that's it.
Also why I brought up the fact that you can use the same thing in the song to protect yourself. Say what they said they're gonna do, and then if it happens,
But see, like hip hop
evidence.
police don't monitor all hip hop, bro. They monitor the special ones
yeah.
that have certain buzzes,
Yeah.
and
Keywords. That's why I said they probably got AI monitoring.
I bet
more
you,
than likely.
I had a whole conspiracy about this. I bet you certain artists have rights to shadow block certain artists and steal content from them the whole time. Monitoring, because you can target audiences, and if they have that control, then they could just like use the lines that you're using and create it so you don't have an algorithm that's actually flowing to you.
Would you believe me if I told you, man, the federal police they self, man, used to help a lot of gangster rappers write their raps?
yeah.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that, but I can believe it. I can
Fuck
believe
the police. Oops, I said it. F the police.
You got one more free
a lot
one.
Of your early, a
Metal
lot of your early
gatekeepers are
80s,
worse.
90s gangster rap, man, please believe, like the feds have always had their hands in it. There's a lot of
Unknown
artists, man,
says
that
metal
discuss it, like,
gatekeepers are worse.
I can't imagine, because there is a dumb amount of drugs in that too. So like they want their hands in that. The government
On everything.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
why
It's
wouldn't
just,
they?
If it's making money, they want their hands in it.
Yep. Or they kill you like Tesla.
oh,
They
Oh.
unalive you.
oh,
Yeah,
Look,
they
you-
unalive.
Look,
Yeah,
for
that's
instance,
right.
do you
For the
think it's a
sensitive.
coincidence, man, with Rockefeller,
Talking to the microphone.
the music label Rockefeller? Do you think that's a coincidence that it's named that? Chuck?
A
Right.
No, that's
coincidence?
named after Henry
Oh.
Rockefeller Records.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
all of that, man.
I never thought of that, but I know they are a very high elite family. I know that.
I ain't even gonna say nothing because, but there's certain bloodline that own everything, bro,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and that's all I'm.
Oh,
gonna say.
wait. We use the second half for all the conspiracy stuff. We're getting ready to take a break here pretty directly.
We get into
Let's get there.
UFOs, Sasquatch,
Everything.
crows, stars, man.
Who killed?
okay,
Who really killed? Who really unalived Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yo, okay. Oh man. Ooh.
Hell, we didn't even get into the usual questions like what got you into the music.
Well, Ron asked that.
Oh, was I
Yeah,
asleep
yeah,
at
he
that
did
point?
ask that.
I must have been
Oh,
sleeping.
I got some
Nah,
good,
it was the-
man,
it was
man.
the-
I got some
it was
good
the-
testimonies,
it was the
man,
party
that I
favor.
can say.
Yeah.
Rocking the stage with this man, like,
Yeah.
gotta give it to him, man. I always tell him all the time, man. He can tell you, man, I messed about the boob, like, bro, just tapping in once you keep it up, man. You a pimp in your own rhyme, like this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even just saying that just to be a cheerleader. Some because he a real one, and he deserves his flowers, man. Like,
That's right.
look out for him, America. I'm trying to tell you, King V. Just remember the
coming.
name.
He's got the momentum right now.
for you, buddy.
He's not. He's
I'm
next.
Hey, if there's
Next,
anything you want to
sure.
shout out or add to this half, go for it.
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms. King V TV. That's KINGVEETV. Don't forget it. And that's on everything. I'm everywhere. You can find me on Spotify. Find King V. Just look for the name King V with the aunt in the middle. And yeah, that's where you can find my music. On Facebook, it's King V Music though. Facebook is doing some weird stuff, and it's all because of the whole Trump thing. So I got banned like 3 times and whatnot. But yeah, you can find me anywhere, man.
That's what's up. Man,
pretty
shout out
easy.
King V. Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here. This is cool. This is a nice little setup too, man. And then they had a dude playing the guitar. I still keep forgetting he's doing that.
After
you will,
the
you
show,
will forget about it.
Because it's just so, it's just there. It's chill, man. Look.
yeah. After we're done like talking
Can
and
he hear
everything,
us?
we're welcome to go
No,
back there
okay.
and freestyle and rap back there with him and just play
That's
drums
dope.
or whatever we want to do too.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even shut his light off. I thought I did.
We
Go
need to
back
get a
once.
freestyle session,
Will.
man. We got Bushmaster King
I'm
V
down, bro.
and me here.
I'm down.
All right, I got it.
Oh, me too.
His damn light was on. He probably thought he was on that whole time.
He is though. He's in the background.
right.
That's Al, man. Shout out Al.
Definitely down for a freestyle session. Heck yeah.
Why not?
I'll have to get some water first though to wet my
There's some
whistle.
water right over there on the ground if you want some
Aqua.
room temperature. I don't know if there's any in the fridge or not.
Oh, I'll do room temperature.
I
That's
always
good.
do room temperature myself.
Yeah, I'm not a snob.
This has been
Get you
here
one
the
of
whole
them
time.
there. Yeah. It's kind of weird because it's more black than the rest of the table. Can't see the question, can you? Can you?
You could play a game with the chat like that. What finger am I holding up?
Yo, that's actually crazy. Wait.
Tom is crazy, man.
That's nutty.
We got to get a naked girl in here and have her wear just 2 of
I,
those
know,
right
I
here.
was doing that sheet. You can like disappear.
A little like that.
Yeah.
But though, King B, man, the music question for you again, man.
We'll just have her
Other than-
naked and just paint her green.
Other than yourself, man, who's your favorite artist?
Other than myself, who's my favorite artist?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough question.
Other can
It is
Will.
a tough question because there's so many great artists, and
Yeah,
it's
never
hard to really
mind.
just give one the set of flowers. You know what I mean?
From all genres, let's open it up.
All genres. Who's my favorite artist? Of like all time or just right now?
However you want to put it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say like right now I'm pretty vibing with Jesse Murph.
Thank you, though.
I'm good.
Oh no, I'm good.
Jesse Murph.
I appreciate it though.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Like currently, I would say I vibe with her style. She's got a dope voice. She's a new artist too. But honestly, I really rock with Dax a lot.
Oh,
Dax.
okay.
Dax is
Yeah.
dope.
I
Dax
like
is dope.
just his style and just the way that he. Honestly, I'd have to probably give the flowers to
I feel
Dax.
like I'm unfamiliar with Dax.
What?
Oof.
That's
Canadian
crime.
MC.
Hey, let me
Dax
just put it
is
this
Unless
one
I
of
way.
the-
heard and don't realize that I've listened to it.
He's highly underrated, man.
Yeah, you might
Like,
not realize.
Shout out
you
to
listen
Dax,
him.
man.
I'd have to give it to him, Dax. Yeah.
Is Jesse
That's
Murph
what's
the
up.
one that Eminem mentioned? He said like that's one of the hardest working artists I've seen.
I don't know if I haven't really been keeping up with her lately, but she made a pretty big impact on my Spotify listen this last rap. So
I'm gonna
that's
have to-
why I said that.
I'm not familiar.
She's
like,
got good storytelling, man. You can tell it's real emotion from her.
Yeah. She more of a singing
Yeah.
artist. Okay,
But
yeah.
she mixes it up. But she's not like it's kind of the sing rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really liked Halsey.
Oh yeah.
So I was
Halsey's
man.
dope,
Yeah.
Look, bro, you know who?
You know who that Daya girl is? I don't know why Halsey reminded me of her, but
Daya.
she did that tune. damn, she with that other band. I can't think of. Damn it.
Is that the one that uses mostly her vocals to make the track? Like that?
Nah.
Oh man,
She-
see, look,
she-
now I'm thinking about
can't-
other, like I'm thinking about like
No,
System of a
bad.
Down and stuff. Now I'm thinking like
System of Down.
that was such a
beast.
tough question, bro. I don't know.
System of a Down. That's a great
Mhm.
one to say for like that category because yeah. You know, I think it's
Bruh,
Falling in Reverse.
I want to do a sample track on there. System of a Down,
Oh, that'd be dope.
Lonely Day, bro.
You know, Falling in
Such a
Reverse.
Lonely Day.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, bro.
Tom has connections with them. Falling in Reverse.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat.
He used to have them. I don't know.
The
whole
bass
story.
player and his brother, whenever they first started out, their first couple shows was big shows that I put on, and then got them pretty much moving along. And then they moved out to Vegas, and then he did a few bands here and there, and then ended up in Falling in Reverse. He was what the hell was that other guy? The name of them other cats? I can't remember, man. Can't remember nothing. Trying to think of this damn.
That's some
Oh,
smoking
the
on
chain
that
smokers.
reefer, man.
Don't Let Me Down, the chain smokers. Don't
Oh.
let me down. The chick
Oh,
that
yeah.
sings in that's her. My point in all that is me and
Right.
Larry ran sound for her in this little tiny ass bar out there in Maslin, like on the other side of 21 from the Walmart, around that little corner. It was crazy.
Wow.
But we did all kinds of those gigs for Q92 for them artists like that.
Shit out there in Maslin, huh?
Dang.
Chainsmokers is another
It was
good
crazy
one.
because she was real tiny and like, I don't know, she was a kid, but it was just like, man, she looked so like not even ready to be in that business yet. You know what I mean? It was just like,
You know, so
Yeah.
crazy though about Maslin, man. I remember, man, coming up as a kid, like the first like rap group that I ever heard from like the Stark County area was a group out of Maslin. They called themselves the Holla Doom. Yeah, I'll never forget that. It's crazy, man. But like the history of like hip hop, man. and
Gary says, I'm going
places
on
like
break and
Canton
listen.
and everything like that, man. It's so crazy, man. I remember coming up, man, thinking there really wasn't even any rappers from Canton, mainline or independent.
Right.
I've never heard
It's
of them.
always
Hollow
just
Doom.
been Bushmaster, bro.
Who is
Yeah, right? Bushmaster.
Quadeca?
There's nobody else, bro.
Nobody
Quadeca?
else, man, I'll
Oh,
forget that,
Quadeca?
man.
Unknown says
Quadeca's
it's better
not-
in his opinion.
Oh,
He says Dax is good, just don't really vibe with his new stuff.
You
Yeah,
like
he kinda went-
Quadeca over Dax?
That's what he's
crazy to
saying.
me personally.
Oh, I'm sorry, but no.
I can't do that.
I'm
I
sorry,
can't
but
form an
no.
A
opinion
new
on
rapper,
that.
man, that I get into, man. He kind of rap like Dax. Shout out, he's from Dayton, Ohio, too. Shout out Yellow Pain, man. He dope as fuck.
Yellow
Oh.
Pain.
Yeah, Yellow Pain.
Hey, shout out Master Puff, where we're talking about dope lyricist.
Oh, Master Pup is
Where
a
was your
beast.
first show at? What, like, how old or what, like,
My first show.
out in public?
My first show was out in Painesville. I did some like it was like a
You
festival
gonna go
thing.
broke.
I
And
think you still had to.
It was
Now
like
you got
a
one.
Summer Dome or something like that. I don't even know. It was like some festival that they had. It was out in the woods. I thought I was gonna get killed at first, but yeah, man, I performed. I only did 2 songs though. I like it was just a spur of the moment opportunity. Actually, I wasn't even intended to perform.
Oh, wow.
They just had a spot open, and happened to have some stuff that I had tracked on YouTube, and they ended up playing it off of YouTube, and I spit it, and it was pretty cool. My first official show was at the Vortex, and that was pretty dope. I performed out at the Vault in Worcester, Sacred Waters out in what's it called, Lake Moore.
I seen you kill them shows out there at the Outpost in Kent, Kent, Ohio, man. Yeah,
Bro,
I've seen
I've
that.
been so many different places.
You and Zombie Boy. Yeah,
Afterlife. I
y'all
was
killed
at the
that.
Afterlife recently.
Shout out Zombie Boy.
Yeah, shout out Zombie Boy. Shout out the Come Up, bro. We just dropped a new
Hey.
track.
Oh yeah, Cody.
We just
The
dropped a new
monster.
track, man. Just a Feeling. Go
Yeah.
check it out. It's on Spotify. Just a Feeling. It's the Come Up featuring King V. Yeah, bro, that track is vibing, and we're shooting a music video to it too, which is fire. We've already done a bunch of scenes. We got some dope stuff in store coming up too.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
On
a little
some
bit of your
other
live,
scenes,
of the
dude.
behind the scenes.
yeah.
I was like,
Bro,
oh, okay.
Look. We got the hotel scenes out the way. We got some date scenes out the way. Cause the story is it's told in the song in a way. So the story's a girl between two guys, right? Both of them are artists. Both of them are yeah. And she's latching on to both of them because she's a gold digger, right? But one artist is a little bit ahead of the other, right? And the one's taking off, and the other's kind of doing well too. So she's trying to really cling to the two because she's smooth, or she thinks. But they end up finding out.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to tell too much.
That sounds really cool.
But we got another shoot that's
Unknown
super lit. I can't even believe I ended up getting it to the approval. Like we got the go ahead, and I'm just gonna say it's at a dealership here in Canton.
You know, that put me in the vibe of, remember the
Matter of fact, shout out Sarchion Exotic Cars. I'm probably butchering how they say it, but we about to shoot over at the Exotic Cars spot.
he good people, man.
Hey,
He is
Exactly
good
who you
people,
talking
man.
about.
If
He is
Otto's
good
in the
people. Shout out
chat,
Randy.
Real good people.
Otto could help you out with the automobile industry, man. He's got it set.
He's
Shout out
gone. I
Randy.
don't know. I ain't seen or heard from him in a
I don't
while.
want to butcher the last name, but yeah, Mr. Sarchon, real good
Yeah,
people, man.
we about to shoot there, which is gonna be dope because they got a bunch of nice cars and it's gonna be good promotion for them because we're gonna put money into the video and actually like push the video and try to get it, ad promotion and all kind of stuff like that. So
Unknown.
Yeah, grind
That'd be
mode.
So we're gonna,
Bro, we in work. We're
our
in
first
full,
video, we're gonna try to find a bunch of hot rods and shit because the song we got done, our first song in particular, is called "Need for Speed." We're
nice.
gonna have a bunch of like cars drag racing and burning
That'd be
out and
dope.
There you
shit,
go.
Yeah,
That's
and
dope,
motorcycles and shit like that. But,
Maybe y'all should get together on that day and you could help him and you could shoot video for yourself at the same time. You know what I mean? Network and work.
Unknown
Network.
says the storytelling from Quebec is much better in his opinion. And Mayhem says also shoot over at Perfect Auto Collection, bro. I'm from Ohio. They got exotics. They're at Perfect and Sweet Layout.
Okay.
Wait, where's that?
He said,
said
Perfect Auto Collection.
Perfect Auto Collection.
Also shoot over at Perfect Auto Collection.
Let me take that note down. You work there?
The people in the chat know what's up.
This dude Mayhem,
Who do I ask for?
I don't know. Who does he ask for?
The guy
Yeah,
named
we'll blow
Mayhem
down
on
Perfect
YouTube.
Auto Collection. Mayhem Warehouse is what he's up there. You can see the chat right there.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Oh. Okay.
Right there, mate.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys got some dope cars, man, because we trying to get I definitely want to get a Lambo in the shoot because in the
That'd be
song I
cool.
mentioned a Lamb.
That's my
And-
dream car. I don't want to own it. I just want to see it,
Beat it
for
up.
a while.
Take it across the
I
desert.
don't want to own it. Yeah, if I have it, I want to destroy it because I don't
no
want to
idea
take
who
care
asked
of it. But the Lambo is so sexy.
You
I
just
take
giving
it
a
out on that
recommendation.
high
I got
desert
you.
highway and open that bad boy on up, son.
yeah.
I would be getting in that bad boy.
Let me
I gotta
know
do
if you're
that
going to do
once.
anything with a Lambo. I just want to see it.
I'm totally doing something with the Lambo.
All right, bet. Let me know when.
I'm gonna buy a Lambo one of these days, bro.
He says, like cars that the doors pop open towards the sky. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, bro. You know what's crazy?
Them there
So,
custom-made shits.
that's the thing, man. Like my boy, he's a multi-millionaire, man. I've been exposed to a different world every time I go out there. This dude's got all kinds of crazy cars. Right now, he's getting ready to purchase a McLaren, the new
Damn.
2025 Atura, I think he was talking about, or he might have. I don't know. He's been flip-flopping between that and the new Lambo, and he's just like, I just want something new. Last time I was out there, he had an R8. That man, boy, I promise.
Yeah.
Look, first off, I just want to say something. Whoever, the dude that said money can't buy happiness was broke as hell. broke
I
as
know
hell.
that some bitch is crazy too.
Like straight broke as hell because there's no way in hell you're gonna tell me money can't buy
You got
happiness
that right.
from the freaking driver's seat of a supercar, bro. There's no way, bro. Everybody's like, bro, can I take a picture with you?
Money can't
Bro,
buy
I'm
you
just a
happiness, man. You still got all these problems. Yeah, I still got all them problems. My freaking bills are paid.
Hey, bro,
You know,
I'm telling
That's a
you,
big
yeah.
difference, man.
There's
Money can't buy happiness.
Big difference.
There's a big
All right.
market for like the sports cars and the fancy, good-looking cars right now because like half of the world is like sensitive and don't want people looking at them. So they're not even gonna get in it because if they are, they're like, "Don't look at me," or they have tinted windows or something.
Nah, forget that, man. Forget those broke people. Look, bro. Look. Here's the thing. I got debt. I got all the bills to pay and all that stuff too. And I'm working a 9 to 5 right now too. But I'm also pushing my music. You know why? Because I don't make excuses. I get up every day. I wake up early. I fast. I make sure that I'm taking care of myself and keeping myself healthy. I'm monitoring what I'm putting in and out of my body. I don't drink alcohol. I don't shame anybody that does, by the way, either. So I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. But there's keystones that help you push forward faster, and right now I'm in go mode, and I don't like when people make excuses and they say, oh well, he's got nice stuff and he's got nice stuff and he's got nice stuff. Like, shame on them,
Because they usually work for it.
they worked for
Right.
it. You know how hard they worked for that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they did the things you don't want to do, and that's why you sitting there mad at them. It's
Makes
not gonna
sense.
come to you if
Boom.
you know what I'm saying. Life's not gonna reward you
Mic
if you
drop.
don't put the work in.
I asked him that earlier, so right there, today is when he had his mic drop. Right there, that was it.
That's a lot of free game just giving out right there in less
Just
than
saying,
30
man.
seconds.
Like, get up earlier than look. Everybody's trying to make money. Get up earlier than everybody, right? Get to the money earlier than everybody, and always be around when opportunity calls, man. Like, you're gonna have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
But I speak to all men, like, we gotta put that work in. Like, we don't got time to be sad. We don't got time to be happy.
If you working,
we don't got time to be.
You ain't thinking about all that shit.
Like,
That's the thing.
We're working. We're focused.
That's
we gotta,
how all these-
especially if you got kids.
I mean,
You gotta.
all these Karens and shit that's running around filming people and bitching about this, and most protests that go on in this world or in these United States, I say right now, if your ass was out there working and getting your grind on, you wouldn't have time to worry about all that bullshit going on anywhere else.
And-
You'd be getting it, making the money, not worried about whatever that dumb shit is.
In the
He's
crazy.
100% right.
The crazy thing about it all, though, is if you truly wanna screw the system and you wanna say, you know, screw you rich people, screw you corporations, screw you government, then you would be working on yourself, building something that's lasting, something that's important to society, something that is useful to others. You're gonna build a legacy and leave that to your children and leave that to your lineage and create generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? And it not be out there crying, trying to get a wage increase. Bro, you ain't free. You punching in 9 to 5, man. I'm trying to break free of this. I see the matrix. That's the difference. I'm
Right.
in it only because I'm trying to get out.
Right.
But I see the matrix. There's people
Yeah.
walking around us that don't even see it, bro. They
Right.
think they're
I'm
free,
trying.
bro. Peter,
Will.
you got to be to work tomorrow at 8 a.m. How are you free?
Right.
Our producer says it's break time.
Break time.
All right.
So we have
Break
to
time.
we have to do
Pause
that
for the
thing that
call.
we do because I do got to use the bathroom, by the way. So we're gonna take 5 minutes. We'll be right back. We're gonna give it to Owl, and we shall return. Don't go nowhere because it's live. In case you didn't know that, that's why we do this little break so we can get a drink, refill our stuff, use the bathroom, and then I got to put in my my little break time thing here before I go completely gone.
Just
I don't know where it's
leave
at,
your
though.
phone on and listen to it, you know, because it's live music, literally. Shout out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what he said. Where's my? I can't find my. I can't find my halftime thing. my halftime little, it's a little hookers and cocaine. Don't know where it's at. It's disappeared. I don't know. Kids.
I need to
Maybe I
charge
won't
it
have
in
my-
a little
oh,
bit,
there
but
it
it's
is.
got plenty of
But
juice.
I brought up mom when we brought
There it is. Let me do this. Go. These guys take their mics, go unhot. Whoop. We'll
Good
be right
evening,
back.
ladies and gentlemen. We shall be having a brief intermission in our feature presentation. We'd like to remind you all there are snacks and light refreshments at the front bar, hookers and cocaine in the back room. I know where I'll be. The second half of our program will begin momentarily, a little darker, slightly more sinister. Good times for all. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, bro. We all need to spend time
Going high. Going hard. We are
KP can do it too,
coming
but
back.
he's got to be a part of it. Shout out KP.
Oh, shit. You got a regular jack?
No, I definitely don't.
Damn, I had that Apple dongle thing. We can hold it up to the mic then. So that's what we gotta do.
Mine broke. You're going to have to use yours.
Son.
I can't listen to music in my car
It
anymore.
was you that had one too, yep.
Yeah.
I remember now.
And I can't listen to my music in car anymore.
Come back to the chat.
Because you
Which
know
match
what
is
Things
things
going on. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, I got an audio jack. Type C charger.
Yep, all messages.
Audio.
Oh, hey, Bushmaster's got it.
Oh, does he? The beat?
He can pull up beats.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
figured he had his own, or do you?
Oh, I got
Oh,
some
we
of my
could
own
freestyle.
stuff. I
Okay.
got some of my own stuff on here.
We can
I'm
freestyle.
just saying whatever. I thought he had his own song or whatever. is
I
what
do.
I'm saying.
I got a bunch of my own
Yeah,
songs,
but
but
I
we
can't-
can.
He can pull them up on your YouTube or...
Yeah, but it probably has the vocals with him. He has
Yeah.
them without the with the.
Oh.
I
he's
got the
gonna-
raw beat.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know, but I'll
Yeah.
I got the raw beat.
Let me
You
see.
can send it to him.
I could say we could hold the phone up to the mic.
You can send it to Tom.
Yeah. He's gonna do a song, y'all.
Dude,
Shut up.
do you know anything about export settings and like gigabytes and shit? I'm sure.
Like a little, like in.
I was just screaming.
Do you
in
know
my
the
ear.
difference between 50 gigabytes and 1 gigabyte?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tell
I
him
did.
the story.
50 gigabytes in one.
Yeah, to the videos that we're exporting back there.
49 gigabytes. That's the difference between the two.
All right. Thank you. Dude, we're exporting at super high gigabytes.
Yeah, it was like 50 gigs
Yeah, per video, and it was only like 10 gigabytes
per
worth
like
of footage.
1.5 or to 2 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and all we did was lower
Take me
resolution.
days to upload to YouTube. I was like, why is this happening?
I wish we could
Why
find
did
that
you
solution on my phone, because
Might be
I have
easier
no
if I just
storage,
do it
dude.
from email, I guess.
Man, I had one of those dongles too, man. I'm gonna have to dig that up because I didn't know what it was, and I was gonna give it to my nephew. It was like all Apple products. I don't use that or somebody. Now I know what that's for.
Does
I
Al
didn't
or Will
realize.
have an iPhone and a dongle?
No. They probably, if they, well, I don't know, Al don't, but even if Will did, he probably don't have a dongle with him. My dongalo, my dongalo.
I like that term. That's why I say it. Dongle. It's the real term.
Won't you play with my dongle?
That sound
I
like,
want you to play
sound like
my
Beavis and
ding-a-ling.
Beavis and
Bunghole.
Ding-a-ling.
I need picking for my
Right, you know, dongle.
Are you threatening me?
Who's all out there still? Are you in the chat?
Is
I remember,
anybody
man.
else?
Say
my-
hey.
speaking of that, I
I'm
remember,
finna
man,
put
when
one
my high
up there
school,
for you, boy.
I remember when my
Where
high
is it?
school teacher told me what the great cornholio meant. I never said that shit again a day in my life. They're like, hey, come here. Hey, you shouldn't say that. They're like, do you really know what you're saying? They're like, I'm like, well, what does that mean? He's like, that means you're the great chicken choker.
The- oh,
I'm like, whoa, okay.
What happened?
This is what's next. Well, we was trying to
great-
get
the
away to
great
get
Yeah.
music through here real quick, and he was gonna do one of his songs right chair on the spot, but
Well, you know, the great cornholio sucked me
We're
into
running into
space.
we're still
The great masturbator.
Yeah.
working on that. here.
Cornholio.
All right.
Why you think
That's
it's
why he's not over there talking all low.
Cornholio.
He's trying to find some things or
I've
something.
seen that meme. I've not actually ever seen the show. Is that sad?
What,
me
Beavis and
double check.
Butthead?
Yeah.
You're not living. Where have you?
What?
Where have you been?
I tried to
Wow,
watch
that's
it.
crazy,
I
son.
tried to watch it. I didn't. I
tried?
wasn't into it. I was just like, man, what is? I'm used to like
You
Family
gotta
Guy.
get high.
Yeah, I gotta get. I just.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Family Guy is different.
It's so fast paced.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead
keep
is
forgetting,
slow.
I keep forgetting how old this guy is.
That's
man.
what I'm
I said that
saying, you know?
they don't
Yeah,
know
it
about
was
too
like-
much, man. You
for-
don't know about Michael
Oh,
Chiklis
shit.
on the Shield.
I wasn't allowed
Know what
to
I
watch
mean?
The Simpsons growing up. I was sheltered.
All right.
These am.
Simpsons ain't even bad.
I just.
Hey, well, don't feel bad, man. I told you, man. I grew up in the suburbs.
Can I send you this
self.
link?
Are we
This is the beat.
live?
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How can you send it? Through what?
YouTube.
Yeah, don't feel
YouTube?
bad about yourself, man. I told you. I grew
I
up
don't
in
know
the
how to-
suburbs my goddamn self.
I can't access
I
it.
just act
Okay,
like this
hold
now.
I got you.
I was super sheltered though. Like
While it's
compared to
doing its
everybody else,
thing.
I didn't have internet until I think I was 18. And I didn't move from
Or I
school
don't know
districts
how.
until
Shit.
after I graduated. I moved to Canton. And when I was in East Sparta, dude, I was living on a
Most of
farm.
my raw files are on my PC.
I was separated
And the
from
ones that I
society
have
other
that
than going
are
visit my cousins
actually-
in the city where I live
They
now.
have like the hook vocals because they're live. They're the
Uh-huh.
live tracks. You know what I mean? So we can do that, but the
Yeah.
hook's gonna play.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, then we'll do that. Then.
Hey, the hook playing though is kind of fire.
It
Right.
is. It
Because he
is.
can double it up.
It is.
Who's on the hook? Oh well,
It's me.
we'll find out.
Some Beavis and Butthead.
I'm gonna grab
What's wrong?
I'm gonna grab
Maybe I'm
grab
in
a
the
water.
wrong spot all the time. No, I'm in the right spot.
Hey, shit, speaking of
I feel
that
like
little,
my
that little
So,
cadence,
like,
man.
email
Shout
it
out,
to you,
shout
or
out to
send it
Guns
to
N'
you?
Roses, man.
Email it to you.
Yeah. It's hold on here. Let me. Ow. Oh wait.
Sorry, guys.
We
We had a little technical difficulty.
Yeah, another music question for you, King B.
Yo, what's up?
As far as that,
Apple does suck.
the rock stuff goes, man. You get into rock music at all? You a music rock
Bro, I
music
want to
connoisseur?
do a rock song. Like, if there's any artists out there that are doing rock,
DALO.
I did a rock song. I do all genres, man.
Nah, man.
Me
I ain't
too.
gonna say that. I don't mean a lot
to
of
answer that
modern
question,
day.
though, no, I haven't.
I ain't in a lot of modern
Unknown
day rock
says
music,
Apple
man,
sucks.
It does, honestly.
I love that '90s rock and roll, like we was talking
Alright,
about
same
earlier. Love it.
Let me see here.
What is the band?
Come on.
Take me
baby.
down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls
Guns
are
N'
pretty.
That would be Guns N'
Oh,
Roses.
won't you please take me home?
And here's a little something you didn't know about Guns N' Roses. Their
Take me
lead drummer
down to the
was a
paradise
black
city
man.
where the grass
It's
is
a black
green
man,
and
I
the
should
girls
say.
are
And
pretty.
what?
Their lead drummer.
Oh, won't you please
He's a black
take
man.
me
Probably
home?
now.
Yep.
User unknown. Apple does suck, but Apple is great for productivity, so that's why I use it.
Sorry
I
for
like Guns N' Roses.
eardrum
though.
murder. Dude, Apple is great, but yeah, between Apple products, is that what they said?
Unknown says Beavis and Butthead is goaded.
But we don't have an Apple system. We have a
Why am I not
Microsoft
getting that
system
Email.
that we're trying to get Apple on.
Still
That's
ain't
the
coming
problem.
through yet.
See,
Maybe it's
there's
gotta-
healthy competition that sucks. Apple versus Microsoft. it's the competition.
That's the competition.
And all the computer guys, y'all can have that.
I love my computer, bro. I do so much stuff on that thing.
Man, mine's
That thing
broke
generates
right
me money.
now.
I spent $3,000 on a computer in 2013,
Right.
and by the time of 2019, how much money do you think it made me?
Oh, you know what?
If I was a guess,
I
I'd probably
gave
say
you the
three
wrong
times
one.
that amount.
Way more than 3 times.
Damn.
I bought a house, car,
I missed two
Yeah.
numbers.
bought my wife a car. Well,
Let's try
my
that
ex-wife.
again.
My fiance now. About to get married.
I was like, it didn't
said
came
it's the
through.
wrong
Should have
one.
been came through.
That's
Yeah,
what's up,
that's
man.
fine.
That's
So have
definitely
you
what's
ever
up.
like
random
specifically
person.
profited
I was gonna
off
say, I'm
of?
surprised that even went through. I didn't know there was one with.
If you ever specifically profited off of one song, or was it an album, or were you pushing a product? It's just a personal curiosity.
So I have the only way that I really profited off a song outside of like live shows would be like I've had some videos generate some profit through like TikTok.
Yeah.
I've had a couple videos that have done very well. But like through like Spotify and all that stuff, I mean, I got my first payment just recently, and it was $46 or something.
Bam, man.
$46 on Spotify.
You know what my monthly payment from Spotify is? Well,
What?
DistroKid, $6.
I mean, bro, look.
Hey,
Look,
something
what do they
better
call
than
that?
nothing, man.
What do they call that? Temporary accretion or whatever?
And once you pull it out,
Or,
it doesn't regenerate. It has to go monthly, you know?
It's basically that's a slow roll, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's moving. It's showing growth. It's a sign of growth regardless. Like whether it's $6, $26, like the goal is now that you've seen 6, now how do I see 60, right?
Is
How
that
do I
where
see
you
600?
sent that?
Well, it's worth way more value-wise the
'Cause it
way
still
that I
didn't
can,
come
like,
through.
distribute it. If I do a show, per se, and I only have one song that I'm going to do, all that show's profit is going to go towards that one song. You know what I mean? Or, like, getting it promoted and then just specifically streaming that single off of something. It's something that I was thinking about for my approach to the career, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
We're giving y'all free game. A lot of free game if you're paying attention.
Oh, and any artist, 'cause I happen to study it myself. It's on Facebook. I discovered it's a blog called We Help Artists, and it gives out so
Like just
much
tips?
free game. Yes, from professionals. Some professionals like some stuff like I'm gonna lie, 'cause I'm not gonna sit up and say I'm gonna know it on something. I didn't even know nothing.
You know,
about.
shout out Moses because he posts Bobby Everything. And Bobby Everything, man, he shares the good stuff. Like, he's like, hey, here's radio stations that'll play your song for free. All you gotta do is send it to them. And it's like a list of 100 radio stations. You just gotta pause the video and pull it. He's giving out that kind of details. But don't go on his live show. Shout out Bobby Everything. I've been on your show many times, but now you get way too many viewers and you only accept people who pay like hundreds of dollars to play a song.
If that makes it easier.
Yeah, try it because for whatever
I
reason
don't know why
it
it's not
didn't
coming
came
through
through.
the email. Yeah.
Normally it would pop right through.
But I'm
I'll
gonna
probably
send it
get
to
them
you.
tomorrow for some reason. 2 of them.
Just like type your number on there so I can see it. You know what I mean?
My phone number.
Yeah, and then I'll send it to you that way.
You know, when we have like
Yeah, you can do that.
a system thing like this, when we're bringing on someone, we should make like an itinerary of like a couple questions of
I
what
do
we
have
need.
them. I just couldn't find it
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
somewhere. I just ran out of time looking for them.
I'm not saying
No,
how to
no,
do
no,
it.
I hear you.
I wouldn't do it myself, but I'm reminding myself next time. If I remember, I'll
Right.
try to do it and help out. I just said I was going to make a storyboard for Bingo. It's just
But
so
you know,
much.
even though I have those questions there, it's kind of weird because usually the conversation falls onto those questions, and no matter how hard you try to get to them, the conversation takes its own road if you leave it go natural.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Which is, I think,
answers
is
come-
always better anyway.
It's
you were
natural
just sitting
flow.
around bullshitting instead of
Right.
sticking to the paper,
interview,
so to say.
you know,
right,
yeah,
right,
light in
right,
your
right.
face and all that. I
Right.
agree 100%. I was just asking
That's
Dave.
why it's called the Outhouse Podcast, where we talk shit about shit. We're just annoying enough.
Hey. Yeah, out here.
That's the one cuss word that doesn't get a quarter.
No, it's just the F-bomb. You can say all the rest of them. Which this thing's almost full. We gotta get that done. We gotta get that down there to Humble Creatures there on Cleveland Avenue, which I have the address somewhere on my thing that's got all the information.
Man, shout out
my
Tom.
thing.
Shout out Tom for everything he does, man.
I'm trying.
Did we get that track or what's going on?
Yeah, just sent it to him.
He's in a wait.
Oh, okay.
It's fixing to come to him, I think, here in a minute.
All right, bet. Please bear with us momentarily. Would you like to listen? Just listen to it. I don't care if you want to.
Got it.
Listen to Al.
Got it. Let's go.
Right then.
We here. Live and direct.
We fixing to do it, y'all. Turn on the concert lights. Oh, that's
Yeah.
well. I guess that
Dude.
would be.
I'll be honest with you. I only have Bushmaster to freestyle with. I don't have anyone else.
Bro, we can do that. Like, we're here in the moment. Like, we can do that.
Like, KP does it, but KP's only around sometimes.
We can do that.
And, dude, Bushmaster.
Bro, come get
He's a
get
freaking.
involved, bro. I'll bring you in the
vicious.
chat. Like, I'm telling you, bro, we're trying to really set something in motion, like something that's truly real, genuine, and is actually about cultivating and nurturing talent, bro. Like all of us. You know what I mean? Like I said, we brought a new artist on, and she was helping out with a music video and got super inspired by what we were doing, and was like, I can sing,
hold on 1 second.
but I don't really know how to make a song. I was like, come on, we'll go to the studio and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
All right. We doing that? Here we go.
Yeah.
that's hard.
Found it.
Top spot is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. Top spot is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. When it come to business, I be standing 10 toes. I know you think King V's effing 10 ho. I act like I won't pull the effing strap out. Low key, think I'm on the brink of a crash out. If I hit them up, I'll spin the block again, just to make sure I didn't miss his friends. You probably hate it when I'm rapping in the booth. My fans effing hate it when I'm rapping just like you. Talking about the streets and all the that I don't do. Demons live inside of me, well, how about you? I ain't giving no trust out, barely trust who I trust now. In this rap game, I scored a winning touchdown. Top is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. Top spot is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. Speak it to existence, this feeling so godly. Secret club runs the world, Illuminati. Anunnaki in a human-like body, exposing everything. You wanna stop me, I'm confident, so stop calling me cocky. If they say they hate it, then I stop. Then don't flying, boy. Constant disrespect, keep on effing typing, boy. Never with the gimmicks, not an effing island, boy. My music's gonna break the system. It's my time, I will complete the mission. Those praying, pray I become the victim. No cap, they be sneak dissing. Never got the visual, I'm straight to the point. They keep missing. Smile in my face, but on the net, something seemed different. Must be the Molly, the liquor, or the lean. Hitting, stomping the guy out in my Air Max. Got the crowd going wild, like I'm Air Max.
Whoa.
Hey, it's so hard to mute yourself live.
Talk to him, man. Talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
Top spot is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. Top spot is vacant, I gotta take it. Control the matrix, I'm almost famous. I came a long way from the bars with stages. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places. Let's go. I speak it to existence, soon as sold out places.
Yeah.
Ladies,
I swear, I'm almost famous.
King V.
I told my mama I would effing make it.
Big boy bars.
Let's go. Said I would make it.
Oh my god, dude.
You did
That was sick.
Good one, bro.
How you muted
That was
yourself
most-
in the
Bro, so
moment,
tough, bro.
that's skill. That's talent. And you all saw it right there live.
Bro, it sounded at a certain part in the song, it sounded like somebody hit me with a scratch tape. I'm like, yo, I got it.
That was fire.
That was heat, man. I can't even.
Good stuff. We definitely got to get you for here for Chicken Coop Live, and then you can get your signature on the door.
Yeah.
Run that one up. Almost famous, I
Oh,
believe.
there's a door. Yeah.
Right behind you.
Behind you, big dog.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Oh,
put
I
the
never-
name on there,
I
and I'm
never
gonna draw the
signed that
onk
yet.
too.
Have I?
I don't know. Have you done
I
a
might
show?
be here for like 20 minutes
No.
drawing my name on
No.
that door.
That's why.
That's why, yeah.
'Cause I'm
You
draw
got to
the
do
logo.
Chicken Coop Live to get in there. Get on the
Dang.
door.
I haven't done a show.
Oh, I'm doing it all day.
Yeah, because you was supposed to come, and then you didn't, and then we kind of fell out of people to run things, and we never got back to it. because
that's
you're
right.
still on the list as one of the people that's going to do a show when we get people to do the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If we
I'm
can do
down.
the show.
Hey, look, man, I got some people that come and help out. They might not know exactly what to do, but
Right.
you show them what to do.
Just
they'll
show
do
them,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, helping hands is all that's needed.
I'm just saying, I got a group of 20 people right now. I think it's like 20 people that we're just all like.
After seeing
Working
that,
together.
if they saw that in person, they'd be believers. You
That
know?
was
Yeah,
good
bro.
stuff, man.
Yeah,
That's how you bring them in.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah,
how
it was
we got
a
them in.
damn good performance. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You got one we can spit over?
Freestyle.
Yeah.
I got beats. I got beats for days that we could just like freestyle over for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Why not? You know.
So how
Okay.
about that we're in the second? What was we talking about earlier? Something about a conspiracy of what? And I said that's for the second half. What the hell was that?
I don't remember. I was talking about Tesla got killed.
I know we were
Oh,
touching about
unalive.
the hip hop cops.
Yeah, hip hop police.
Diddy and all that stuff too.
Diddy.
Yeah. And there's you ever seen any UFOs?
Oh, brother. Yes, actually I have.
I'm sure.
Yo,
These days, who hasn't?
I saw one when I was a kid though.
Me too.
I haven't seen one since. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. Me and my fiance just saw one like a couple months ago. I think it was a drone though. It was one of those drones.
Yeah, it's possible these
There,
days.
most of them
Oh,
are.
it definitely was one of those drones.
Dude, UFOs
Government
are
drones.
insane.
They're like, we don't know what they are, or we don't know what they are, but it's okay. Don't
Yeah.
worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry
I
about
like how they said that one. I was like, what
Yeah.
do you mean? You don't know what they are, but don't worry about it?
It's
Oh,
okay. We know they're not the enemy.
Right,
We know they're
exactly.
not dangerous. We're not sure what they are. But don't worry. It's okay. They're
We
just
got
over
you.
your houses.
Dude, you'd think I'm lying with how many I've seen in my lifetime. You would think
Nah,
I'm
bro.
lying.
I
bro.
Me
wouldn't.
too,
I
actually.
wouldn't, bro. You
I've
know
seen
why?
a
Because
lot.
I've experienced things that are extraordinary, bro.
Man,
And
I'm
I've
telling
seen
you,
things.
I tell everybody in this backyard, man, you can sit at any given night and look up and see crazy shit.
Bro, let me put it this way: these movies don't just come out of nowhere, bro.
Right.
If you like the
Oh, yeah.
spiritual,
Oh,
They're
yeah.
inspired by
the more you
something.
stick around here, you're gonna see some weird shit here. I mean, in all of my
I'm
travels,
sensitive to spirits.
you can usually feel it, right?
Yeah,
You can't
I
feel
can.
it
No,
here.
this is empty, but weird
No.
shit.
Weird.
There's a
shit
gremlin. It's not
happens.
even it's a gremlin. It's like a gremlin.
It,
like,
it messes with things.
Y'all got a show mascot that's gonna come and scare the shit out of me?
no, no.
This ain't
No,
the
but
Ellen
it's
show.
weird because like you
I'm
come
like-
in there and you,
Hey, I'm like,
what I mean is like you turn something on and there's a problem. And then next week I turn something on and it's a different problem.
I see
Then
what you're
next week
saying. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
another
yeah.
problem. And
A
it's not
production
only
gremlin.
it's weird because I use this equipment for several different things, you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
and band rehearsal and recording, and every time it's something
Dude.
crazy, man.
Will witnessed it with me. We were sitting here watching Tom mess with the drum set, and the one light out of the whole set came on and was shining on him, and we were like laughing about it, and he was like, "What's that?" And we were like, "Well, that light just came on." He turned around, it went off. He was like, "What light?" That's not possible. That's not possible. Me and Will both witnessed it. We're like, "What?" And then yeah, electrical things.
probably my
It's
mom.
so crazy. It's weird
Yeah.
here.
She didn't pass here. She was at my sister's, but she probably, this was her house. She was like, "Oh my God, what have you done?"
man. Oh yeah.
I feel
probably.
like, on a spiritual level, I feel like it's the music and the energy it
Oh,
takes
for
to
sure.
provide it, combination that draws
There's
a lot of
definitely
energy
an
here.
energy in
Oh,
here.
for sure.
Once because the
Music's
first
a
time we had
language.
band rehearsal in here, all of us, woof, there's something about the angles in the room and all that. It's you sit
know
here
what's
for
different under
band
this
rehearsal,
roof?
It's crazy.
In my opinion, it's that like certain genres are coming together under this roof, and that doesn't happen anywhere. People stick to their genres. Even
Mm-hmm. Right.
radio stations have a certain genre of
Hey.
music,
We play everything.
and it's love, and it's a different energy. It's crazy.
What y'all know about skinwalkers though?
Biden?
I hear tell.
I mean, for like,
I
Have
ain't
y'all
gonna say
seen
they're
one?
not real. No,
What about a mimic? Have y'all experienced a mimic before?
no.
It's possible I have and don't know it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
fair.
true. I
when you
can't.
say skinwalker, you mean like a shapeshifter?
Skinwalker, yeah.
Skinwalker. Have you experienced a skinwalker? Like
My
you've seen
friend
some-
experienced
like
weird
for
shit.
example, I've experienced a skinwalker. So do you
Where
guys
was
know?
this?
So do you guys know where Peninsula, Ohio is?
Okay, yep.
So I was up there,
done
and
some
there's a
work up
place
there.
called like Helltown up there, right? It's supposed to be like this myth.
That's where
Helltown?
Gabe did a video.
And and we was walking through there one night. We was kids, like younger, probably like
I didn't
early
know that was
20s or
right there
something.
though. That's
And
wow.
there's like a national park, like a metro park, or
right,
whatever, through
right,
there.
sure.
And we was walking through there. When you get down to there's a highway to hell or whatever, and it's like this very steep thing, and it's a dead end, and then you can go through the trees, and now you're in the park.
Oh wow, that
in the
sounds
middle
cool.
of the park.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's scary, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like
Was it
it's
at
dark,
night?
bro.
Shoot
You
a
can't see
video.
nothing.
Oh,
right?
so it was. Yeah,
It
that'd
was
be
dark,
Video
bro. It
shoot?
was late. We went at like
Huh?
2:30. in the
Video
morning.
shoot.
It was like 2:30 in the morning, bro, and it was
Good
yeah.
location.
A lot of the houses are like abandoned and stuff down there, so you
I
got
know
like an eerie.
Gabe
Yeah.
did,
Helltown,
and that's
yeah.
what he did in an abandoned house, Gabe. But that
But,
stairway sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's dope. So it's not really a stairway. It's like
Or
a
whatever,
road. It's a
or- oh,
road that's
gotcha.
real steep, real steep. It does look
You
like
drive
you're
on
going
it
to
or
hell.
walk it?
You drive it,
Okay.
but they blocked it last time I saw, so
Highway
you
to
had to get
hell
out
ends.
and walk, which sucks
Probably too
because it's
many
even
people getting
scarier now.
stuck.
Like yeah, people weren't going.
Yeah,
Getting
it's a
scared
hazard.
and stuff.
And allegedly, you're supposed to be met by a cult when you get in there. Like when you're down there, that didn't happen. But we was in the woods, and we're walking, and I shine my flashlight at one of the trees, right? And I swear to you, I saw I saw a boy. Like it looked like just like a sun-kissed skin, right? Like a boy just peeking behind this tree, bruh. And it scared me. And I
Yeah.
was like, yo. And obviously because I jumped, like the light was off of him for a second. I shine it back because everybody's like, what? I'm like, yo, somebody over there. I shine it and a deer come running. So I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I know I saw a boy's face. I know I saw the boy eyes. I
Yeah.
know I saw like a human.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
you know, deers are. Man,
but it's
what
like,
are
did
they?
that boy turn into a deer? Like, was that a skinwalker? Was that a
KP and
shape?
Spiders, they went down to Helltown.
Yeah,
Yeah, they went
Yeah.
last summer.
deer can walk through dimensions according to spirituality.
The thing that's crazy is he had face paint. Like, so it was like it would have. My guess would be like a Native American.
native.
So you
boy.
saw it really
Well,
good.
supposedly they're the
I got
ones
a good-
they're
yeah.
the ones that started that whole curse
The
anyway.
shapeshift- Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And
That skinwalker
and I got
deal.
a good look. Like I know, like there's no way any like, you know what I'm saying?
Gary
And
said
a lot
he'll
of my
be the
boys
mascot.
Are, nah, you tripping?
Ha!
I'm
Gary.
like, I'm not tripping. Yeah, no, that place is cool though. It's scary. It's pretty spooky.
Fat,
I have never
drunken
seen
guy.
anything like that.
I'm already here,
Well done.
Gary.
I've
We
seen.
already got a fat drunk.
I've seen like crazy things. I usually try to debunk everything because. Short
I'm
little
the same
story
way.
about
Of
me,
course, I
like
don't drink that much.
when my mom passed
Smoke.
away, it caused me to search for the world of
Yeah, true.
ghosts, you know, and like dive into it deeply. I ended up doing a whole YouTube channel on it, man. I got a license for it and everything, and I was going out searching for stuff. I've
Yeah, bro.
seen stuff.
I was trying to do the same thing.
I've debunked a lot of things, but
We got friends, Rogues or Rogue Hollow Paranormal. They're on. They've been here. Anyway, go ahead.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to do a paranormal investigation sometime.
We go with them guys. We can get
I
that
had a,
lined up.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope. I'd be down. I'd be down.
I
down.
guarantee you, they'd let us come with them, or we could set something up.
I know of places,
That'd be
but the
crazy.
places I know of, you won't get arrested. You'll get shot.
There's,
let's go there.
There's
Yeah, I
a place
know.
that I
My
think
only
is
question would
down
be,
this
man,
way.
Man, I tell you what.
There's a spot down this way. It's a I think it's a cemetery. What's it called? Stairway to Heaven or something, or Stairs to Heaven. There's like a church, and there's a big staircase that leads up to a statue at the very top. It's like a statue of Jesus. It's down in this area somewhere.
Huh.
Maybe I don't know if it's like it might be out more.
Yeah.
But I
Interesting.
remember when I was younger, I went there, and we were hunting ghosts. We drove there, and it's supposed to, like, when you go up the steps, it's supposed to feel like somebody's following you.
Oh.
It feels like somebody's behind you, and it really does give you that feeling, like when you're going up those steps. For some reason, it's just the way that
You're
it's laid out,
manifesting it.
and also you're not sure what's happening because you're looking up and you see a figure, but it's a statue of Jesus, but you can't tell because it's so dark, right? You just see a figure, and it kind of messes with your head a little bit as you're approaching it. But they have
Dark will do that.
they have a grave site up there that's just a stake in the ground that's a cross, bro. And like allegedly it was supposed to belong to like a lady that practiced witchcraft. And right next to it is a gravestone for a baby, like a 2-year-old. Like,
what in the world?
What the hell?
and we sat
I
right
don't
there.
know if that
we
are
was
around
Soul
here.
suckers.
I know if you go a little further, you got Molly Stark up there.
I have
Yeah.
to.
Molly Stark,
Let me see. If I
you're
can-
not allowed to even go on the yard
You know,
anymore.
You guys
It's-
know supposedly that the roots of Frankenstein started here, Canton, Ohio.
Frankenstein's grave is in
Yeah.
McKinley graveyard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
were just
but
talking
remember,
about that.
Frankenstein was the guy, not the monster.
Right.
Everybody confuses that.
St. Joseph Cemetery.
Frankenstein was the doctor.
Oh, it's in Magador.
But he was the mind behind Monster.
My
So
bad, that's
he
not down
really
here.
was
So
the
what's the
monster.
deal with Molly Stark then? I'm
Oh, you're not even allowed to go in the yard anymore. It's like,
people going in there and tearing it up, or people going in there and getting hurt,
I guess they're going to
or
probably...
is it just so
the-
dilapidated and shit?
Yeah, for the longest time, it's been wanting to be torn down because they were trying to do work to the yard and make it like a walkable property, but the fence took too much damage. So you're not even allowed on the yard anymore. As soon as you drive in at that gate where it cuts off everything,
No, I don't-
you got to turn right and keep going.
Dang,
It
that's
sucks.
crazy.
Yeah, because I was going to go there and film by
They
the
said
fence
that place was
for a
haunted as
music
shit.
video.
I've never been in it.
I have pictures of a real apparition from there. It's a whole story. You wanna see it? You wanna hear it? So we were there at like
We're all
3:00 in the morning, and my friends were with me, and they were hoodlums. They were not the type that you want to go on a ghost investigation with, because they were breaking
they're gonna-
stuff. They were
yeah.
calling them out like, "Show your face," and being belligerent, making it so everybody in the neighborhood knows that we're there nonetheless. And my buddy's phone was broken, and it was an Android. The screen was all cracked. You couldn't get to the camera. He had to download a camera app. I kid you not. He had to download a camera app
What?
to
the
use Flash because Flash was blocked out. He could use his camera, but he couldn't get Flash. Well, we were down there, and I was doing my thing, and they had run off, and they were talking. All of a sudden, I see a bright flash, and I hear them scream and start booking it my way. I'm like, what the heck? They're like, jump in the car, go, 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 go. So we go home, and they proceed to tell me that they saw something, and they couldn't explain it. It was a whole story. And then we were sitting there talking about the story on the couch when we got home. And Chris was scrolling through his phone, and he found this picture on his phone. The bright flash that happened, his camera turned on by itself and took a picture where he was standing. He was right beside a brick
You live
building.
a pretty fucking crazy life, man.
Hey, dog, I got
Yeah.
a crazy story that involves Hale Farm.
Oh.
Yeah, continue though. I'm invested.
We'll
You got the
get
picture?
back to that story
What's the picture?
next.
I don't know if I know of that one. But there's a brick wall, like, because it was Molly Stark. It was before the fence was there. It was the building
What
where
was
he
it?
was. And he took a picture on accident, like it took a picture on its own. And you should see a brick wall. You should see ground. What you see is into a portal. I'm talking, it's crazy. There's a full-blown woman standing in front, and there's like multiple people behind her in this picture. I just need a second to pull it up. I gotta find it.
He's got like 432 gigs of pictures,
Yeah.
On my
all from
Instagram,
LA.
there's a lot.
videos, and shit.
All from when he was in LA.
That's crazy, man.
That's
I'm
on
telling
my
you,
phone.
watch
This is
guy.
Instagram.
Y'all watch this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff is batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, so the Hale Farm experience that I had was pretty crazy. So, I was hanging out with these girls one night, and they had this idea to go ghost hunting, and I was like, okay, I'm down. We hop in the car. Where are we going? Well, what are our options, right? We go through our options. One of the girls ended up coming up with Hale Farm being an option. I said, isn't that like closed? Like, don't they close that up and stuff like we had? So anyways, we go there, scope it out, pull up. There's like a metal like gateway or whatever, like a little bar basically, and it looked like there was a chain wrapped around it with a padlock. So I'm like, oh, we can't even go in there. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to pull the car back. So she's like, no, get out. go see if you can open it. I'm like, it's locked with a padlock. Like, you can't see the chain wrapped around it. Hop out. Anyways, I digress, right? I walk up. It's not locked, actually. I grabbed the chain, and it was just a chain, bro, wrapped around it. There was no padlock. I thought there was a padlock on there because it would make sense.
It looked like, yeah.
Right. So I pulled the chain, and it just comes straight off, and then the one arm starts to, like, pull out. So then
Opens
I
by
just hear
itself.
them, like, yeah,
That
dog.
sounds like some movie shit.
That was perfect timing.
On some real stuff. So now they're happy. Oh, come on, get in the car. Boom, get in the car, right? We pull back. I'm like, hold on, stop. They're like, nah, you gonna be scared or whatever, right? No, I want to shut the gate. Like,
Make
right?
it not obvious, yeah.
like,
That's
like,
smart.
come on,
I wouldn't have
in.
thought of that.
Yeah.
Shut the gate. So I hop out, wrap the chain back around the gate, shut it, jump back in, we pull back.
Flawless.
I had them pull off to the side. There was like a little pottery shop when you first pull in. And I had us pull off to the side. We just parked there, and I had them kill the lights and everything. We sat there and talked about it for a minute. Like, what are we about to do? Like,
Yeah.
'cause right now we're trespassing for sure. Like,
We're doing
like-
it, yeah.
like,
What are we
but
doing
the
now?
only thing in our defense is that wasn't locked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe we got some wiggle room. So, anyways, we get out of the car. The one girl goes over to the pottery area. She's looking at some of the pottery and stuff. There's actual pottery like out on the thing, and she's like picking up stuff. I'm like stop messing with that stuff. But she wanted to put it in the car, so she puts it in the trunk of the car.
She's
She done
feeling.
grabbed somebody's urn and
Yeah.
shit got
Literally
ashes.
grabbing like vases and shit like.
Yeah,
and
she
she's
grabs
putting
somebody's
them
ashes.
in the thing, and I'm like,
She
you're
done got
crazy.
grandpa and shit.
I'm out, right? So I walk with the other girl. We're walking up towards the so there's a butcher house, and then there's like another house to the left of the butcher house.
Right.
Now, when I tell you that when we were walking up, there's lights on, like candle lights in the windows. It looked like they weren't real candles, but they were the little plastic.
LED.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
LED candles.
Yeah, they're lit up in the thing. I'm like, what if somebody's like here, like sleeping here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like this, I'm starting to get sketched a little
Vibes.
bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So mind
is
you, I'm the
nervous.
only guy. Okay, it's me and two girls. Only guy. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying because this is important for reference.
Yeah.
So we're walking up, approaching the house that has the candle lights on.
And you're only with the one girl. The other girl stayed back.
Well, she's a little bit behind us now because
Oh,
she
okay.
just shut the trunk. And
Yeah, so,
she's
yeah.
behind us. And I literally hear in my left ear. Now, mind you, they're here. The one girl's like just a little bit behind old girl, and the other girl's right next to me. And I hear on this side, gave me chills up my neck, dog, down my spine, in a male's voice. Somebody's here. Bro.
Holy shit.
When I tell you that I went, and they said, what? And they started running back towards the car. We were all, like, natural reaction, right? I jumped, they ran. And
For
I'm
real.
like, and they're
I'd
like,
be
what
out.
happened? What happened? I'm like, I
I'd have
heard a
chills.
male's voice that said, they're here, right? I'm like, I'm the only guy. They're like, no, you're messing around. They wanted to continue.
Yes,
I'm like,
of course,
okay,
you're the
whatever.
only
So we
man,
go
so they gonna
back up.
follow your lead.
Right, so we go back up. I'm like, whatever. So we walking up to the house.
With the flashlight shaking.
Walk up to the house, go to the front door. They're like, let's go inside. I'm like, that is literally like we are actually gonna go to jail.
That's going
tonight.
too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's
Not
just
trying
try
to
to
catch
find
that
some ghosts.
B&E
Let's walk
charge.
around. So she walk up anyway, pull on her handle. It's locked. Thank God. Right? Like I'm thinking that in my head. Like,
Right.
thank God, right? So walk around the house. She looking in the side of the house. I'm like, you want to go over to the butcher house? And we start kind of migrating that way. We start heading over to the butcher house, and I started having second guesses, bro, because like it's literally a slaughterhouse, and,
Right.
and we're just out here breaking in places, being disrespectful. I just heard something in my ear, so I'm not gonna cap. I staged something, right, when we got over to the butcher house because I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just getting a weird vibe. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to go.
Yeah.
And so I staged something, scared the piss out of them, right? They took off running towards the car, okay? I'm like moving quick towards the car in a way, but I'm kind of like being cautious, trying to play it off, right?
Yeah, dressing up the line.
And when I'm telling you I'm on my way back, I look over at that other house. I see someone standing in the window, dog. All the candles are out. All of them. None of them are on no more. But I see someone standing in one of the windows, just a figure, dog, just standing there. I ran, bro. Not even go cap.
Did it look real,
car.
or was it just?
No, it looked real. Like somebody was standing there, and there was like motion to it.
Yeah,
There
You
was-
know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay,
Like
yeah.
just kind of like not much motion, but you could tell it was alive.
You
know
don't
what
want
I mean?
that spotlight to flick on and.
And look, bro, my eyes are watering right now
I can
talking to
tell
you
you-
about it.
I can tell you from
It's a real
experience because
experience.
it happened to me down there at Gattuso's. I was sitting at the cash register and somebody said something in my ear, and boy, does that freak you out, boy!
I'm telling you.
I jumped up like, what the?
Yeah, and to know that there was no possible way it was anyone else.
Wow.
No possible way. I couldn't
But,
debunk it, right?
Yeah.
But the craziest part of this story, remember the pottery?
The pottery?
Yeah. We get back to my crib. She opens the trunk to get the pottery out. Bro, it's dust. It's actual dust, bro. It's not even like chunks. Nothing, bro. It's sand. Just sand, bro.
lot?
Back of my trunk.
A
bro.
lot or like
A lot.
dribbles? A lot.
Sand, bro, in my trunk.
He's saying like the pottery disappeared and it's sand, right?
It's just
Is that
sand.
what you're
Yeah,
saying?
it was the
Yeah.
same color as the
Yeah.
pottery, but it
That-
was sand.
That could be explained, but that's
Did
still
you-
one
did you
heck
find
of a
that picture?
coincidence.
It's weird,
Yeah,
bro.
I did actually.
Yeah, because
It's
we
weird.
got to wrap it up. We're
Shit.
see how
dang.
time flies.
Time flies when you're talking conspiracies.
So
We didn't
check
even
this
get to
out.
talk.
Crazy story.
I had to screenshot it because I knew I was going to lose it.
Uh-huh.
But this is my post from Seth Bowman's account. And here, you get to go ahead and take
It
it.
looked like a lady, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
It was a portal into another world, and there's a woman standing there with. If you zoom in, there's multiple figures and eyes and flames. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That is pretty wild. Have to hold it up to the camera up there, up top. Yep, up there. Closer.
That should have been a brick wall and grass and outside. But
That's
no,
crazy as hell.
that's what the picture caught. His phone took a picture by itself.
That's
and,
nutty.
And that's what it caught. And it used the camera app, which is even crazier because you can't access the flash on it.
Right.
How old did you say he was?
I'm 35. I just turned 35 in March.
So,
March 24th.
real quick, our last two questions.
Yeah.
What would you tell your teenage self if you could go back and tell him?
Work harder. Work harder.
Bam.
Don't take those distractions and wait to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls are a distraction and they cost you money. And you need to focus, get yourself stable, and set yourself to be a king. So that way when you get your queen you're ready for, you're stable, you got your castle, you got your throne, you got your kingdom, you got your people that are ready to die for you, ready to work for you, right? And you're cultivating, and like, as a man, this is what I tell myself. As a man, as a young man, right now is your time to start building your circle. Start building your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Because this world is cruel, man. And if you don't got a solid team, you don't got a solid queen, and you don't got a solid foundation yourself, you're going to get ate alive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you won't survive. Because there's a lot of weak men out here. A lot of weak men out here that just don't have those. They don't have that. So work harder. Don't make excuses. And avoid distractions, man.
Very nice.
You're 35. I'm 31. I share the idea of saying that I would like to network at a younger age and been bigger. But I'll be honest. I think I might have been naive when I was younger.
Sure.
And to be in that situation then, kind of like what you were saying, you didn't know what you had come into and you weren't ready for it. I think life, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
No,
Yep.
for sure it
Yeah.
does. It's all
Happens
about
to-
timing.
Right, and it happens to the best of us, man. You just
Always.
gotta-
We're only human. We all make mistakes. Own up to your mistakes. Like
Regardless,
you
it's
said,
beautiful
bust your ass.
motivation. If younger self would have worked harder, we would have had more money in present day. So
Yeah, bro.
And then the last question is, if you could eat dinner with anybody that's already gone in any time period, who would that be?
Whoa.
Like anybody that's already gone.
Dang. Because it's like, do you search for insight or
Right.
do you search for truth? Do you search for your
Or you
loved
just
one?
a conversation.
Right. Oh, man, dude. Oh.
He said, "Oh, a lot of people said their mom.
I know.
A lot
Like,
of people say Jesus, or they try to say they go to say that, but I said that excludes Jesus because you're gonna meet Jesus anyway. So, What's the other one they
what?
all say? I said Cleopatra.
I'm trying to remember what I said. I'd have to
yeah.
go back
Now
and
my
watch
answer
it.
be, man, I wouldn't mind talking to James Brown. One good time. Rewind back time in history, man. That's an
Bro,
influential cut.
that's so
On
tough,
and off the mic.
man. I want to say a lost family member, but at the same time, I feel like I already talked to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that connection's already there. So I think I'm gonna go away from that path, which is probably a common path you see on this show. And I'm gonna go ahead and go outside of the box and say, ooh, there's still so many good options.
All right.
Man.
That's a hard one, man.
There's
Everybody
so
says that.
many
Like,
good
damn.
options. You know what though? John F. Kennedy.
Oh, I was
that'd be a good one.
I was
I
gonna
wanna
say
know.
That's a good
J.P.
one.
Morgan.
Yeah.
I want to know why, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think JFK probably.
I can tell you why he gave up. He was about to give up some crucial information.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But,
The reason I say J.P. Morgan is because the way that you look at success in life, he had to hit some milestones. He
Albert
had to
Einstein would be a
experience some
good one.
spiritual things. And I would like, that was the most powerful man in the world. He lended money to the USA personally to keep us out of bankruptcy.
Hitler, bro.
That'd be wild.
That would be nutty. Just to.
I
just
wouldn't
to-
want, he would be so manipulative. I wouldn't
How do you
want to
know,
have a
though?
How do you know?
conversation.
Yeah, I mean, really, they say that the people around him said he was a cool ass dude.
Yeah, what if he
I
was
mean-
just a target?
yeah, yeah. I
from-
mean,
Hey, bro, it's three sides to every story, man.
And you know that's
their side, your side, and what
Right.
actually happened, bro.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Winners write history, bro. Don't get misled.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Believe-
Always question, bro. I'm an objective truth seeker. I don't care
Amen
what
there.
side, bro. I'm not a side picker, bro.
Believe half of what
I'm
you
on the
hear
side
and
of
nothing that
truth.
you see.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
So, because of that, I would want to talk to. I maybe want to talk to him.
That'd
too.
be a great one.
That would be a great
I forget
one.
who. Somebody else. We was
Just to
talking
pick his
about
brain.
that before.
You
Elon
know?
Musk?
Yeah,
Nah,
he
you know
goes
how I
to
like to
pick it.
talk to, man, for real? This is one of the greatest war generals, Shaka Zulu.
But this ain't just a talk. You're
sitting.
sitting down and dinner. You know what I mean? You're having the conversation of conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice because
But,
those
I'ma
awkward
I'ma get-
silences you just
Anyway,
fill your face.
boys, our producer's got to get his ass out of here. This was a damn good show.
Hell
I want to
yeah.
thank Ryan for stopping in and doing his thing. We're going to get him on here in Chicken Coop Live.
Yeah.
As soon as
Yes,
we get that back
Most
rolling, like I said, this was the most excellent show. Thanks everybody for hanging out, anybody in the chat and all that stuff. And if you're just catching this after it's been live, we're here live every Wednesday. We try to be 8 p.m. to 10. We shall see you on the next one. And be kind to one another out there.
Absolutely.
Peace out.